Good morning, everybody. Lots of people at the New Jersey State House. Bunch of sheep, actually. Not all of you. But some of y'all listen to the government, and you get your marching orders, and you run out and you start fighting other people. That's a sheep. And I don't understand, because at the State House you had a bunch of Trumpers out there. But no, they weren't Trumpers, they were maskers. No, they weren't maskers, they were unmaskers. No, they were liberals. No, there was a CWA out there too. No, there was Kosecha out there. I saw Kosecha at the State House. No, there was commies out there too. There was commies at the State House. Nope, those are anti-vaxxers. Those are the anti-vaxxers at the State House that were, no. Those are socialists. Those are socialists mixed in there too. No, there was Antifa in there too, with some anonymous people. And there was some cannabis consumers out there too. And the marijuana legalization party is telling you all to go home. But they're actually the anti-marijuana legalization party, driving a weed mobile. They're the legalization party, but they're anti-legalization. So that's another confusing thing. You got the Democrats out at the State House. You got the Republicans at the State House. You got the Pinkos. You got the Freedom Fighters. You got the Sheeple. The Sheeple! I don't get it. I don't trust anything the government says to me, and y'all are going to go out and go all in on whatever they tell you and fight with each other. Why y'all fight with each other? That's what the government wants to divide you all. That's exactly what they've done, and they've succeeded. They divided you all. Now they've broken you up into two groups. First it was liberals and conservatives. Now they're breaking you all down into little maskers and anti-maxers and vaxxers and commies and pink. All these little groups. Now you're all going to be pigeonholed into little groups. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. So yes, they've won. The government has won the battle because everybody's being sheep today. And I don't want to hear about sheep anymore. Sheeple. Bah! I've been working on my sheeple sounds all morning. Don't be upset with me. Be upset with the liars that are telling you lies. On every side. You're not hearing one bit of truth from anybody right now. Because you don't know who to believe. You don't know who to trust. You trust God. I just got the look. Who you want to sheep with? Sheeple. Bah. Who you want to sheep with? Who you want to sheeple with? Sheeple. Bah. This isn't the Sheeple Show, though. This is a show about wheelchair access, and Grandma Lego's going to be on today. That's who's important today. I don't want to hear about your protests, and everybody's upset. Come on, man. Let's get it together and join together. Stop fighting each other. Who you want to sheep with? Who you want to sheep with? Sheeple. Bah. Sheeple. Let's bah. Trumpers, maskers, liberals, CWA, Kosecha, commies, anti-vaxxers, the socialists, the Antifa, the anonymous group, the cannabis consumers are out there in force. So is the anti-legalization party, which is actually the marijuana legalization party. They're very confused. Let's sheeple. Let's sheeple. Sheep. 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 Who you want to sheep with? Who you want to sheep with? Sheeple? Bah.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll
I love all my masker friends and my Trumper friends, my liberal friends, my CWA buddies, Cosecha, commies, anti-vaxxers, socialists, Antifa, Anonymous, cannabis consumers, marijuana legalization party, Democrats, Republicans, Pinkos, freedom fighters, and sheeple. I love you all. Just busting your chops out there. Just busting your chops. Because you're doing exactly what the government wants you to do. You're all fighting each other. And that's what they like. That's what they want. So, yeah. You're doing what they want. Good job! We got more important stuff to talk about today, like Grandma Lego. Lego Grandma. This is what life's about, helping people. And Lego Grandma in Germany is helping people left and right, and she's inspiring people here in the USA to do this themselves. I'm very excited about today's guest. Looking forward to this for a long time. We had to get a German translator to translate. So Miguel's going to be calling in a few minutes, and we're going to have Miguel translate. This is going to be great. I hope you're all staying safe out there. I'm just messing around when I'm making fun of you all at the protest. You can protest all you want. Just don't believe everything you hear. And don't fight each other. Why are you fighting each other? There's no reason to fight each other because you're all being divided for a reason. Because you're all, as one group, you're very powerful. As one huge group, you are super, super amazing and powerful. As 10 or 20 or 15,000 groups, whatever they want to divide you into, you're very weak now. Especially when you attack each other. You're attacking each other. I don't know. It's a crazy world out there. But now you all get a taste of what people in wheelchairs go through. Oh, I can't get into my favorite haircutting place. I can't get my hair done. I can't get my nails done. Oh, I can't get my favorite pizza. Well, guess what? This is what people in wheelchairs have been saying for years, that you've been just ignoring them. Well, now you get a taste of what they're going through. People in wheelchairs are suffering, and they can't get into any of these businesses that you can't get into right now. So guess what? How's it feel? It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks when you can't get into a business that you want to go into. And it's only been, a month, 5 weeks? Imagine years of that. Years of being denied service. Having to roll by these businesses with steps because they don't have wheelchair access, and you're denied service. Well, now you're denied service. It sucks, doesn't it? It doesn't feel good. No, it doesn't. So why don't you help these people in wheelchairs? Because you certainly don't want it done to you. Okay, let's test the audio out. Yellow, you're on the air.
Greetings and salutations from the Pines.
Piney. What's up, Piney?
What is going on? You were so triggered today, brother.
No, I'm okay. I was just messing around.
Okay, because you seem real triggered.
I love my sheeple friends. I love them.
Listen, we all have to buy. We all get on the turnpike. You know what I'm saying? Bye.
Let's bat together.
Oh, I got questions.
Let's bat it. No. Don't hang up on me. Let's bat together. Oh, God. I wanted you to bow with me. You sounded good with your bow. I wanted you to go, bah, in stereo. That wasn't cool. You hung up on me, dude. Just like a sheep would do. That's what a sheep would do. Hang up. Because that's what everybody else does. All right, so get your coffee out. Get your cannabis out. It's time for 420 at 11:11. Whatever that means. All right, let's give a call to our friend who's going to translate. His name is Miguel. And let's start this off here. Okay, we have Hugh Giordano on today. We're trying to get Joe Rullo on and maybe Bill Caruso. That'd be great. The governor might be calling in today. And Patrick Duff's going to talk about Kevin Sabet. We'll call Kevin Sabet. We're going to give him a call, too. So, yeah, that should be fun. All right, let's hope this works. Yes. I love when the phones work.
Hey, how's it going?
Miguel, how are you, buddy? We're on the air. How you doing, man?
Good, good.
Awesome. Now, where are you at? You're in Wisconsin or somewhere?
Yeah, I just recently moved from Washington State back to my home state of Wisconsin.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So this is like an international call. We're calling all around the world today.
Yeah.
Do you know about Lego Grandma, her story?
I just started learning about it yesterday after you showed me the page and stuff.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what she's been doing and helping people. And I really want to talk to her, and I hope we can get this translated well. I don't know how we're going to do it. I sent you the questions in advance, so we're both on the same page, and we'll just go. We'll just go through the numbers. If you want to say anything at the end to her, you guys might even have a conversation at the end. Just let us know what you're talking about if you do that, and this should be fun. This should be interesting. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Do you happen to know anybody in a wheelchair?
Yeah, so when I was growing up, my mom owned a martial arts school, and we used to have a disabled class for wheelchair people that taught self-defense and wheelchair self-defense.
You know what? That's great, because you know what? I get flack when I go through my town in Bayonne, and I ask people about wheelchair access. And I went to a karate studio that had no wheelchair access, and I asked the guy why you have no wheelchair access. And people said to me, well, why do people in wheelchairs need to learn karate? I was like, what? What?
Wow.
Yeah, the ignorance. It's just super, super ignorant people out there. Why,
Yeah.
like, why would a person in a wheelchair need karate? Well, more than anybody, they probably need it more than anybody.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, man.
And what state are you in?
I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
And New Jersey is very bad for wheelchair access, really bad, especially Hudson County, the older buildings, because all these older buildings are grandfathered in, so the government just doesn't care. They don't get involved.
Do the business owners fight against wheelchair access?
Yes, they absolutely do.
Okay.
And I've been assaulted 3 times because I pull out my phone and I ask them, where's your wheelchair access? And they get mad at me because I'm filming them and their ignorance, and they hit me. I've been hit 3 times. So I go to court and I say, I'll drop the charges if you put a wheelchair ramp in, and then they put a wheelchair ramp in. But this is like, it's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do that.
No, not at all.
All right. So okay, let's do this. I'm going to try to add a call and merge the calls.
Okay.
And hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Let me get her phone number here first. That would help. I should have saved her number. Hold on. All right. Yeah, it would have been good if I saved her number. Okay, I think it's right here. All right, let me try to merge this. Okay, hold on.
Yep.
All right.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect.
Uh-oh.
Please check the number or code and try again.
Okay, how do I do this? Hold on.
So I think you need to put me on hold and then dial her number and bring me back in.
Do I have to dial 011 first?
I think it's +49 is the country code for Germany.
Okay, yeah, so I see 049 and then her number.
Yep.
All right. Let's try it again. I thought I did that. Hold on. Let's try it again. Okay, that's the code. 16. Please work.
The number or code you have dialed
this
is
not going
incorrect.
to work. This is
11, which is the U.S. exit code, and then 49.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try
Okay.
that. Yeah. 011 is our outgoing.
Yep.
Okay. Let's try this.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please.
Let's see if I can get her to call me then, because, this is not working. How do you say "please call me" in German?
Bitte ruf mich an.
How do you spell that?
BITTERUFMICHAN.
Okay. Okay, this is all I can do, because the number that's listed here doesn't seem to be correct. This is not good.
If you want to try sending me the number in chat, I can try calling her too.
Okay, yeah, let me do that. Let me try that. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm sending this over to you now. Sorry, this is not good for the listener, but hey, what do you expect? Okay, this is the number I have. Let me try it one more.
Okay.
Let me try it too one more time. Go ahead. You try. If you can merge me in there. Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot. I might have two different numbers here. I have one. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 163. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to add her in.
Okay. All right, we're trying to add Lego Grandma onto the call. For some reason, I couldn't do it. Maybe he's going to get luckier than me. I only have one number for her here. And I believe Germany is 049. And her area code is 163. All right. Okay, yes, excellent point. The elderly and disabled people live in isolation all the time. This is true. This is very true.
I'm Anrufe zusammen.
Oh, Moment.
Oh,
Can you hear me, Edward?
yes.
Okay. Yes, now it's working.
Jetzt.
Hi, Lego Grandma. Rita, how are you?
Wie
Ja,
geht's dir?
danke, alles gut. Dankeschön.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I'm so happy. You will help so many disabled people here. I was arguing with people in my town about ramps for many years, and you have shown us a better way. I was a busy idiot for many years, and now our time is better spent because of you, and you have inspired me.
Sagt, du würdest lieber Leute helfen in seinem Ort, weil
Ja,
es
jetzt
viele
höre
Jahre...
ich immer zwei. Hallo, stopp. Ich höre immer zwei Stimmen auf einmal. Und meine eigene noch.
Okay. Und jetzt?
What did she say?
She said that she's hearing two voices, and she's hearing her like a double repeat, and then her voice repeating as well.
Okay, is that better? Is that better?
Und geht's jetzt?
Jetzt ist besser, ja.
Okay.
Aber ich
That's
höre
better
immer,
now.
wenn ich antworte, höre ich immer meine Antwort nochmal. Und das in der Zeit, wo Sie schon wieder fragen.
So she said when she talks that she's still hearing a double of her voice.
All right, let me try this. Hold on.
And
Okay. How's that? Is that better?
und geht's jetzt?
Yes? Ja, jetzt höre ich meine Stimme nicht mehr. Das ist gut.
Perfect.
Ja.
Yep, that's perfect, Edward.
Okay, awesome. So Rita, how did you get the name Lego Grandma?
Wie haben Sie die Name Lego Oma gekriegt?
Das kommt von meiner Tochter. weil die haben einen Instagram-Account angelegt und weil meine Enkelin, die ist 12 Jahre, Nora, die hat immer Bilder gemacht und kleine Filme gedreht und haben die auf Instagram gestellt. Und dann kam das, weil ich ja die Oma von der Nora bin, und dann hat meine Tochter diesen Namen, die Lego-Oma, einfach entworfen, ja, und gesagt, das ist jetzt die Lego-Oma.
Cool. So she said that she got the name from her daughter, who started an Instagram account for her, and her granddaughter would take pictures and small videos and post them on the Instagram account. And because she's the grandma of her granddaughter, she got the name Lego Grandma.
That is great. That's great. When did you discover wheelchair access was a problem?
Wann hast du erst gemerkt, dass das war ein Problem für Rollstuhlleute?
Ja, eigentlich erst so richtig, nachdem ich selbst im Rollstuhl war. Und das ist jetzt 25 Jahre her.
So she first realized it when she first was in a wheelchair, and that's 25 years ago.
What happened to her that put her in a wheelchair?
Was ist bei dir passiert, dass du einen Rollstuhl haben musst?
Ich hatte einen Autounfall und habe eine Querschnittslähmung.
So she had a car accident, and then that caused a problem in her back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have back issues also, but I can still walk, but I have an artificial disc and a fusion and a bunch of hardware in my back also.
Also der Edward ist auch im Rollstuhl und
Ja?
der hat viele Metall in dem seinen Rücken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nein, bei mir ist nach einem Jahr Metall wieder raus.
So she's had her metal out for a year now.
Oh, wow. They took her metal out. Oh, my goodness. Was there a reason why? Was it having a problem or?
Und warum haben die das rausgemacht?
Die haben gesagt, entweder kann es drin bleiben oder raus. Und dann habe ich gesagt, dann lieber wieder raus.
They gave her the option that it can either stay in or come out, and she would have rather had it out, so they took it out.
Wow. I never got that option.
Hier ist das
Das war am Anfang.
Nochmal?
Das war am Anfang nur, um die Bruchstelle zu fixieren, zu stabilisieren. Und wenn das wieder richtig dann zusammengewachsen war, und dann sagten die, das kann raus.
So in the beginning, they had it in her to stabilize, and when the bones grew better together, then she was able to take that out.
Will she ever walk again with any of these procedures? Is there a chance she'll walk again?
Gibt es eine Chance, dass du in einem Tag noch laufen kannst?
Also ich habe ganz, ganz viel Gymnastik gemacht. In den ersten 2 Jahren 5-mal die Woche und kann ganz kleine Strecken an Stützen laufen.
Oh, sehr gut. So in the beginning, in the first 2 years, she did a lot of gymnastics. She did this 5 days a week. So that allows her now, she can walk very small steps.
Wow, that's amazing. Awesome. I'm glad you can get some progress. Did you think about ramps before you were in a wheelchair?
Hast du über diesen Rampen nachgedacht, vor du in einem Rollstuhl warst?
Nein, natürlich nicht. Dann ist mir das auch mal aufgefallen, wenn ich irgendwo eine ganz steile Rampe gesehen habe, dass ich gedacht habe, oh je, wie soll da denn ein Rollstuhlfahrer hochkommen? Aber so richtig damit beschäftigt habe ich mich erst, als es mich selbst betraf. Und so geht es vielen Leuten so, wenn in der Familie dann jemand im Rollstuhl ist, dann sieht man auf einmal überall die Stufen.
So no, she didn't think about it until she was in a wheelchair. And that's when she realized that there were all these, steps to get into the stores, and that they didn't have wheelchair access.
Yeah, yeah. I found out a few years ago by helping my sick friends. I have a lot of friends that are sick, and this is one of their issues that they struggle with. So it's my issue.
Hat viele Freunde, die im Rollstuhl sind und das
Ja.
war ein Problem für die und jetzt hat er was gemacht.
Ah ja. Und kann er ein bisschen laufen?
Yeah, kann der. She asked if you can walk a little bit.
Yeah, I can walk, but I'm heading for a wheelchair myself someday because my back is just getting worse and worse.
Also, dem sein Rücken werden immer schlechter. Also, der kann immer noch jetzt ein bisschen laufen, aber in Zukunft wird er nur im Rollstuhl sein.
Oh je, ja. Hm.
Grandma Lego, how do you come up with your super awesome designs?
Also, wie kommst du auf?
Das habe ich verstanden.
Okay.
Ja, ich habe eine junge Frau, die sortiert mir die Steine. Das ist eine junge Mutter. Und hier in Hanau, wo ich das mit den Rampen mache, wo ich seit 4 Jahren lebe, wir sind die Brüder Grimm-Stadt. Es gibt Märchen von Brüder Grimm. Ich weiß nicht, ob euch das was sagt.
Genau, ja. So,
Wenn ich zu viel spreche, übersetzt lieber zwischendrin oder ist es okay?
ja, das ist okay, wie das ist.
Ist okay, gut.
Ja.
Ja, und dann sagte sie, wollen wir nicht mal für diese Märchen so Symbole in die Rampen einbauen. Und dann haben wir eine Märchenrampe gemacht vom Froschkönig. Das war
genial.
ja, mit Frosch und goldener Kugel und Brunnen.
Okay. So, where she lives in Hanau, and she's lived there for 4 years, there's a young mother there who helps her sort the Legos. And that's also the area where the fairy tales from the Brothers Grimm is from. And this mother had the idea that they should build symbols from the fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm into the designs. And the first one they did was from the Frog Prince.
Oh, okay. I get it. That's, oh my goodness. Wow, that is so cool. Wow.
Ja. Jetzt ist es so, wenn ich irgendwo eine Rampe baue und jemand einen besonderen Wunsch hat für ein Motiv, dann sage ich der Mutter, also sie heißt Kerstin, dann sage ich Kerstin, ich will eine Rampe bauen, die mit Fischen zum Beispiel drauf, und dann setzt sie sich hin und dann malt sie das auf, ja, ne? Und wir versuchen das dann auf die Rampe umzusetzen. Ja.
So now
Das nimmt aber ganz viel Zeit in Anspruch. Hm?
Okay. So now it's to the point that, when she builds a ramp for someone, that they might have a special request. So when they have a special request, then she goes to Kirsten, who is the young mother that sorts the Legos, and she says, for example, this person would like a fish design in their ramp. So then Kirsten draws out the fish design and goes from there.
I was wondering how you did that because, yeah, I'm trying to make a design. It's not looking very good. It's supposed to be, my church has a liquid drop, and I'm showing it here now, and I did the liquid drop, but it didn't come out as good on my actual ramp, and I think I need someone to make, yeah, I need help with my design.
Der braucht noch Hilfe mit seinem Motiv, weil seine Kirche hat so eine Tropfen, und der hat ein Problem, das zu machen.
Ah ja. Was wollen Sie für ein Design haben?
Also so wie ein Regentropfen. Also so ein Tropfen aus Flüssigkeit.
Okay. Das Problem ist halt immer, dass ja die Steine immer eckig sind, ja. Und von daher ist es immer ganz, ganz schwierig,
so runde Ecken zu machen.
Das runde Ecken zu machen, genau, ja. Hm.
So, because the Legos are square, that a drop like that's harder to do.
Yeah, anything round is difficult.
Yep.
Aber wenn ihr mir in etwa mal ein Bild per Mail schickt, wie das ungefähr aussehen kann, dann würde ich das Kerstin mal geben, ob sie vielleicht was aufzeichnen kann.
So if you send her a picture, Edward, of what you want it to look like, she'll try to test that out and see if they can make it.
Oh, yes, thank you. I will do that. I need oh, thank you. Yes, please. I need help. Help me, Lego Grandma, help me. How many ramps have you made so far?
Gestern haben wir die 20. Rampe ausgeliefert.
Yesterday, they just delivered their 20th ramp.
Wow.
In 8 Monaten.
And that has all been done in just 8 months.
8 months, and you've done 20 ramps.
Yep.
I got half a ramp in 1 month.
Der hat nur eine halbe Rampe in einem Monat.
Das ist... Ja, ich habe...
You're showing off, Grandma.
Nein, das ist vollkommen okay.
You're showing off. You're really showing off now.
Wo bekommt ihr denn die Steine her?
She's asking, where do you guys get your Legos from?
So far, I've had a few people donate them to us. Where do you get yours?
Also, hier, die Leute, die geben das ab, so kostenlos. Ja, die schenken das.
Ja, bei uns ist das auch so. Ja.
Okay.
Ich kaufe auch keine Steine. Wir bauen auch nur aus gespendeten Steinen. Ja.
So they also take donations, and they only, like, she doesn't have any Legos herself. They only build the ramps out of the donations that they get from people.
Has she ever contacted the Lego company for Legos?
Hast du schon mal die Lego-Firma angerufen?
Ich habe, nein, die sind da, die haben das gar nicht nötig, sich um solche Dinge zu kümmern. Ich habe aber ein Spielwarengeschäft, die einen Lego-Vertreter haben, und der hat mir jetzt schon einmal eine größere Menge Steine gespendet. Ja, aber ohne, dass er Lego davon informiert hat.
So she said the Lego company isn't very concerned, or they don't care a lot about such things like this. But there was a store owner who sells a lot of Legos, and he donated a very large package of Legos to her without telling the Lego company.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, unless it's Star Wars, they don't care. Huh?
Yeah.
Grandma Lego Grandma, have you ever been, I've been assaulted measuring for ramps. Have you ever been assaulted or yelled at or had a problem with any business owners?
Also, wo du die Rampen anlegst, die Firmenbesitzer, haben die dir schon Probleme gegeben?
Nein, überhaupt nicht. Also ich habe am Anfang war es schwierig, überhaupt jemanden zu finden, weil man sich nicht vorstellen kann, wie sowas aussieht. Da war es ganz schwierig, überhaupt Geschäfte zu finden. Und dann habe ich aber einen Laden eigentlich von einer anderen Rollstuhlfahrerin gesagt bekommen, sie wollte in den Laden rein mit dem Elektrorollstuhl und ist nicht mehr rausgekommen, weil die hatten eine kleine Stufe rein, so ein Absatz, und dann eine kleine Stufe wieder runter. Und dann mussten 4 Mann sie mit ihrem Elektrorollstuhl aus dem Laden wieder rausheben, ja.
Oh man. So no, the shop owners, they're pretty nice, and they don't give her problems. And it's normally like people who are in wheelchairs that go to a store, and they find the stores that need them because it's a store that they want to go into, but it doesn't have wheelchair access. And for example, there was a store where this guy was able to get in, but then he wasn't able to get out because of the size of the step, and he needed 4 men to then carry the wheelchair out.
Wow. Was that the guy that started you on this journey, or was it someone else?
War dieser Mann, der die 4 Männer gebraucht hat, war das der erste Rampe für dich, oder?
Das war eine Frau.
Okay.
Die kenne ich schon, mit der habe ich hier schon so verschiedene Aktionen in Hanau gemacht, und die sagte, sprich doch da mal und frag die mal, ob du da nicht so eine Rampe machen kannst. Und da war eine junge Frau und die war total begeistert und hat gesagt, was eine tolle Idee. Ich überrede meinen Chef, ich möchte so eine Rampe haben. Ja? Und egal, wo wir jetzt Rampen gebaut haben, die Leute sind alle total zufrieden, freuen sich drüber. Mittlerweile da bei den tollen Motivrampen, da legen sich Leute neben die Rampe und lassen sich fotografieren. Also die sind alle durchweg immer begeistert. Ne?
So when she goes and she tells the store owner that they want to put a ramp there, they're always really excited and really supportive, and they like to take lots of pictures and they want to help her. Then
that's great.
So it kind of seems like it's the opposite of your experience.
Yeah, well, even measuring ramps, I get looks from people like, "Why are you measuring my store?"
Also hier sind die Besitzer nicht so nett und die geben immer Probleme und wenn der Edward die Rampen messen macht, schreien die Besitzer den an.
Und warum?
Yeah, it's.
She asks why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why people are so against. They think the city is going to give them a problem. If I put the ramp in, they think the city will give them problems. That's what it is.
Also der sagt, dass die Besitzer denken, dass wenn der so eine Rampe macht, dass dann die Stadt werden Probleme geben.
Insurance companies.
Okay, also das.
Yeah.
Also das Problem gibt es bei uns in Deutschland auch. Ich habe hier das Glück, dass der Bürgermeister und der Oberbürgermeister die Aktion ganz toll findet und mich da unterstützt und sagt, wenn es mit dem Ordnungsamt mal Probleme gibt, dann versucht ihr eine Lösung zu finden. Also bis jetzt haben wir noch keine Probleme gehabt. Im Gegenteil, alles nur positiv.
So that same problem that you have, Edward, also exists in Germany. But she's very lucky that the deputy mayor and the mayor of her city are very supportive, and they tell her that if the building code inspectors give you any problems, just come to us and we'll find a solution.
Yeah, we don't have that support in New Jersey.
Also auf der Ostküste ist keine so Unterstützung.
An der Ostküste ist was? Das habe ich jetzt nicht verstanden.
Keine so Unterstützung von der Bürgermeisterin.
Oh, schlimm. Ah, wie schade. Ja? Wie hoch wird denn die Rampe, die er baut jetzt?
She's asking how high are the ramps that you build?
The one I'm making now is 7.5 inches right now.
Also muss ich schnell rechnen. Do you know how many centimeters that is?
It's pretty much her limit of ramps. It's three bases and a half a base. It's 3.5 bases long.
Okay. Also ich rechne das schnell.
In Zentimeter, ja.
It's about 36 inches long. I don't know how to do the metric on that because the United States is a little behind on that. Sorry. Are you calculating? You guys there?
Also, ja,
okay.
Also 18 Zentimeter hoch sind die.
18, oh, das ist aber auch schon ganz schön hoch, ne? Ja.
Yeah,
Also
so she's saying that they're very tall, the 7 inches.
Yeah, it's a big ramp.
Wir bauen nicht höher wie 18 Zentimeter. Also eine große Rampe, ja, genau. Ja. Ganz viele Steine braucht man, ne?
So she's saying that for such a big ramp that you probably need very many Legos.
Yeah, I'm going through thousands, literally thousands.
Ja, genau.
Tausende und tausende Steine.
Ja, Wahnsinn. Mhm.
It takes me many hours and many days to sort my Legos. Do you have a process for sorting? Do you sort by color, by shape? How do you sort?
Also, was ist dein Prozess für Sortieren die Steine?
Das macht auch Kerstin. Kerstin sortiert mir die nach Formen, ja? Nach Größen und nach Formen, ja? Nicht nach Farben. Farben greife ich dann einfach aus der Kiste raus. Aber sie sortiert mir immer, wenn ich gespendet bekommen, eine Kiste bekomme, dann rufe ich sie an, dann holt sie die Kiste bei mir ab und bringt sie in Tüten, sortiert wieder zu mir. Ja?
So this young mother that helps her, Kirsten, she's the one that does the sorting. And she doesn't sort them by color, but she sorts them by the type of Lego it is and the size of Lego it is. And then she sorts those into different bins so that Lego grandma can then just go into those different bins and choose the colors that she wants.
That's what I need. That's what I need. I need
Der braucht auch so eine Helferin.
Ja, es hat auch bei uns lange gedauert, bis ich jemanden gefunden habe. Wir hatten letztes Jahr dann so eine Aktion. Wir haben so kleine Muster-Lego-Rampen gebaut, weil wir so Sammelstellen gemacht haben. Und da war ein Tag, dann habe ich mit Leuten solche kleine Rampen für diese Sammelstellen gebaut. Und da war die Mutter mit dabei. Und dann habe ich halt so erzählt davon und habe gesagt, das Schlimmste ist dieses Sortieren. Und dann rief sie mich 2 Wochen später an und hat gesagt, ich hätte doch gesagt, ich könnte Hilfe brauchen. Sie würde gern für mich die Steine sortieren. Und seitdem macht sie das für mich.
Oh, wow. So she said it took her a very long time to find someone to help her like that. And it wasn't until last year when they were doing a demonstration and they built these mini ramps to kind of show the people what they were doing. And this young mother was there and offered her help.
Yeah, that's super helpful because it takes me literally days to sort, just to sort.
Der sagt, das ist der längste Stück der Prozess, ist die Sortieren und der braucht Tage dafür.
Genau. Ja.
Do
Her experience as well too.
Yeah, are disabled people able to pick up these ramps while they're sitting in their chairs, or do they need help?
Also kann die Leute, die im Rollstuhl sind, können die Rampen aufheben?
Nein, es kommt drauf an, wenn es nur kleine Rampen sind, wenn es nur 4 oder 6 oder 7 Zentimeter hoch die Stufe ist, dann könnte man das auch heben. Aber die Rampen sind immer, ich übergebe die komplett dem Geschäft und die liegen immer im Geschäft aus.
Okay. So the smaller ramps that are only a couple inches, those are ones that that disabled people can pick up. But it depends on the size of the store and how big the spec is. And most of the time, it's the store owners and the workers there who are picking up the ramps and bringing them in.
I know people in wheelchairs like to be independent, so I'm seeing the day where wheelchair users will carry their own ramps.
Hast du das verstanden? Oder?
Nee.
Also, der sagt, dass Leute im Rollstuhl wollen oft alles für sich selbst machen. Also hier, die Leute, die tragen Lampen mit dem rum.
Ja, also bei uns ist es so, wir mittlerweile wissen alle Rollstuhlfahrer, wo Rampen liegen. Und wenn die nicht draußen liegen, dann klopft man halt an der Scheibe. Da gibt es auch ein Schild, hier gibt es eine Lego-Rampe, bitte klopfen, ja. Und dann wird die ausgelegt. Aber die meisten haben sie ständig am Geschäft stehen. Also wenn an der Seite vom Geschäft steht die dann, wenn das Geschäft aufmacht, stellen die Rampe raus, dann muss nur jemand hinlegen, ja? Mhm.
Oh, okay. So there, people aren't carrying around their own ramps. And she says that, like, the stores that do have ramps, there's normally like a little sign on the window that says, like, if you need a ramp, knock. So people literally knock on the window, and that alerts the worker that they need to put out the ramp.
Nice. It doesn't take much. A little cooperation, a little compassion, and we're going to get this done.
Also mit Zusammenhaltung können die Leute das alles machen.
Ja, also bei uns ist es Gott sei Dank so, dass die Leute, die eine Rampe von uns haben möchten, dass die auch Interesse daran haben, dass es für jemanden, der einen Rollstuhl braucht oder Rollator oder Kinderwagen, ist ja nicht nur Rollstuhl, ja, ne? Dass dann auch, ja, dass dann auch geholfen wird, ja, und das ganz selbstverständlich ist. Und ich finde, es ist einfacher, einfach so eine Rampe hinzulegen, wenn ein fitter Rollstuhlfahrer ist, der noch selbst hochfahren kann, wenn sie nicht zu steil ist, ja, ist einfacher, wie wenn ich jemanden bemühen muss, der mich mit meinem Rollstuhl hochkippt, eine Stufe, ja. Und,
Ja, okay.
also bei uns ist da nur positive Reaktionen und eine große Hilfsbereitschaft in der Form, ja.
So, over there, the people are always very helpful. And when they see someone in a wheelchair, and she said it's not just wheelchairs that use them, but for example, mothers with small children in strollers
Yes.
are another group of people who use these a lot.
Yes.
And, when someone sees them struggling trying to get in, everyone rushes around to help them. Everyone is very helpful.
Lego Grandma, do you cut your Legos or your bases? Did you ever have to cut them, especially the bases? Do you make any cuts yourself, or does everything just fit for you?
Musst du ab und zu die Steine schneiden?
Nein, nur die Grundplatten.
So they don't have to cut the Legos, but just the base.
Just the bases. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I may need to cut my base. Okay, good. Lego Grandma, are you a Christian? And does that have anything to do with your mindset for helping others?
Also der fragt, ob du christlich bist und ob das hat was zu tun, warum du anderen Leuten hilfst.
Nein, also ich weiß auch nicht. Ich habe die Idee ja in einer Zeitschrift gelesen und fand die so toll, dass ich gesagt habe, das muss man einfach machen. Ich weiß ja nun selbst, wie problematisch das ist und und mittlerweile ist es für mich zu einem Hobby geworden und zu einer Herzensangelegenheit, einfach mit so einer tollen Sache, die bunt und fröhlich aussieht, Menschen helfen zu können. Ne?
Yeah. So for her, that had nothing to do with religion. She first saw it in the magazine, and she thought it was so cool, and that this is a problem that she also struggles with. So she thought that this would be a great idea to start building, and it's turned into a wonderful hobby and something she really enjoys doing.
I agree. Now, there's a mystery here. This magazine that she saw this wheelchair ramp in, it was a medical journal. Is that correct?
Also, was für eine Zeitschrift war das?
Das ist von jemandem, ich weiß nicht, ob er, mit einer Querschnittslähmung hat man meistens auch eine Planlähmung. Das heißt, ich muss Kathetern, und es gibt so Firmen, die so Kathetermittel herstellen. Und die haben alle Vierteljahr so ein Informationsblatt, in dem sie über andere Rollstuhlfahrer berichten oder über irgendwelche Aktionen und über Neuigkeiten für Hilfsmittel. Und da war ein Bericht mit drin über eine Rollstuhlfahrerin, die das in Bielefeld, also in Deutschland, in einer anderen Stadt in Bielefeld gebaut hat. Und das fand ich so toll, und dann habe ich mit der Kontakt aufgenommen und dann hat sie mir ihre Unterlagen zur Verfügung gestellt. Ja, und dann habe ich das hier in Hanau angefangen. Na?
War das eine medizinische Zeitschrift für Ärzte oder?
Wie bitte nochmal?
War das eine medizinische Zeitschrift für Ärzte?
Ja, nein, eigentlich nur für Betroffene, also für querschnittsgelähmte Leute, die mit Lähmungserscheinungen auch in Blase und Darm zu tun haben.
Okay. So she said that it wasn't a medical journal, that it was a journal for people in wheelchairs, and that jeden 4 Jahre, hast du gesagt, die haben eine neue, oder?
Nochmal?
Wie oft kommt diese Zeitschrift raus?
Viermal im Jahr, ja.
Okay.
Die Firma nennt sich Coloplast und dieses Blatt heißt Perspektiven.
So 4 times a year they come out with a publication, and it's for people in wheelchairs throughout Germany, and it has to do with issues that people in wheelchairs face.
Does she have that magazine still?
Hast du immer noch diese Zeitschrift, wo du hast das erst gesehen?
Oh, das habe ich auseinandergenommen, weil ich das Bild unbedingt gebraucht habe für meine erste Plakate.
So not anymore because she wanted the picture for her first like a placard on the wall.
Wenn du im Internet Koloplast mit C vorne, ja, Koloplast eingibst und Perspektiven, das ist die Firma, da kann sich da ein bisschen informieren drüber.
Okay. So she gave the name of the company. It's called Coloplast.
How do you spell that?
It's with a C. And the name of the journal is called Perspective.
Perspective. And what's the name of the? It begins with a C. Can you spell that?
Wie schreibt man das nochmal?
Koloplast?
Ja.
Yeah.
C-O-L-O?
C-O-L-O?
Uh-huh.
P-L-A-S-T.
P-L-A-S-T.
Ja.
Okay. I'll look that up.
Die Zeitschrift heißt Perspektiven.
And the name of the journal is called Perspective, but in German, so it would be P-R-S. S-T-E-P-E-I-V-E-N.
I'm gonna laugh if a little 6-year-old child figured this all out for us.
So she said that the person who first wrote about it and showed it was this man, and she contacted this man, and he helped her get started then.
Oh, okay. Is he in Germany too?
Also war das ein Deutscher? Dieser Mann?
Die Frau mit dem Rollstuhl.
Also,
Das war auch das Frau.
Oh, okay. It was actually a woman. I misunderstood. It was a woman.
Okay.
Und ist die auch
Corinna
Deutsch,
aus
oder?
Bielefeld. Die ist auch deutsch, genau.
She's also a German.
Is this woman making ramps also, or just Rita took her idea and ran with it?
This woman makes ramps as well, and that's where she got the idea, and this woman helped her get started then.
Wow. Yeah. Rita, send me her number, please. Wow. We need more people making ramps. We need
Wir brauchen mehr Leute, die so Rampen machen.
an army. We need an army.
Eben ist die Verbindung ganz schlecht. Ich habe das letzte jetzt gar nicht verstanden.
Also der sagt, wir brauchen viel mehr Leute, die so Rampen machen. So eine Armee.
Ja, eigentlich schon, ja. Also es ist mittlerweile, ich habe nachdem es einen Film über meine Lego-Rampen gab, 200 Bauanleitungen quer durch die ganze Welt geschickt. In Deutsch, in Englisch, in Französisch, in Spanisch und in Italienisch.
Ein Film über dich? Ja?
Wie bitte?
Das war ein Film über dich?
Ja, ich habe hier mehrere Filmteams schon gehabt und die Firma Reuters aus Frankfurt, die hat ganz tolle Filmaufnahmen gemacht und da sind Filme wirklich durch die ganze Welt gegangen. Also wenn ihr meinen Namen im Internet eingebt oder die Lego-Oma oder Rita Egel und dann gibt es ganz viele Filme und Berichte darüber.
Okay.
Das haben ganz viele Leute gesehen und haben sich dann bei mir gemeldet und dann haben wir eine ganz tolle Bauanleitung gemacht und haben die von Freunden übersetzen lassen in nochmal, wie gesagt, in Englisch, Italienisch, Spanisch und Französisch. Mhm.
So there was this company in Frankfurt and it was a film team and they came and they kind of made a documentary about her. And if you search the name Lego Oma on the internet, you can see a lot of different news reports and videos about it. And these videos went all over the world, and it's been produced in many different languages. So there's been people all over the world who have contacted her, and she's been able to build these relationships.
Amazing activism. Thank you. Are people quarantined in Germany right now?
Also müssen Leute jetzt zu Hause bleiben in Deutschland wegen dem Virus?
Nein, Nein, es gehen ganz wenige Leute raus. Mittlerweile ist es so, wir müssen, wenn wir in Geschäfte zum Einkaufen gehen, zu Ärzten gehen, müssen wir so Masken tragen über Nase und Mund. Und
So,
zu Hause
it's a rule
bleiben
there.
muss,
Okay. Nochmal das
zu
letzte.
Hause bleiben muss man nur, wenn man Kontakt zu jemandem hat, der Corona hat. Dann muss man 2 Wochen fest zu Hause bleiben.
Okay, so they're only required to quarantine over there right now when someone has had direct contact with someone who had the coronavirus. So if you've had direct contact with someone, then you need to stay home for 2 weeks. But she's saying that most people are not going out very often, and when they do, like if you go to the store, that you're required to wear a mask.
Right. Yeah, we're quarantined here in New Jersey, and the quarantine is making people feel like they're in wheelchairs because they can't go to their favorite stores, just like people in wheelchairs can't go to their favorite stores now. So they're getting a taste of what people in wheelchairs live like.
Also hier in unserem Land, die haben so Regeln aufgesetzt, dass wir müssen jetzt zu Hause bleiben und fast alle Geschäfte sind zu.
Okay, also bei uns wird es langsam wieder ein bisschen besser. Bei uns waren jetzt nur erst Lebensmittelgeschäfte, wo man noch einkaufen konnte. Und jetzt ab nächster Woche sind auch wieder Friseure auf. Also so nach und nach wird es bei uns etwas lockerer gehandelt. Ja? Und natürlich sagt man für jeden, der im Rollstuhl ist, dass er zu Risikopatienten, nennt man das hier bei uns, die sollen selbst entscheiden, ob sie rausgehen oder zu Hause bleiben. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So she said
Ja,
over
wir haben
there
keine
that,
Schule, keine Kindergärten, alle Kinder sind zu Hause. Mhm.
Okay. So over there she said that it hasn't been as strict, and they're starting to open up the country more. Like, for example, next week, all the haircutting places will be open, all the barbers and salons. But they did close all the schools and kindergarten, so all the children are at home right now. And they're telling people who are in wheelchairs that because they're at-risk patients, that it is up to them whether they leave or not their house.
Right.
But to do so at their own risk.
I just had surgery in February, and my physical therapy was canceled. So I haven't had any physical therapy, and they're finally opening it up this week for me to go to physical therapy. So yeah, it's been tough.
When was your surgery?
In February.
Also, der Edgar, der wird im Februar operiert. Und
Ja.
da gab es dann keine Nachhilfe nach der Operation. Normalerweise gibt es Hilfe, um die Muskeln wieder aufzubauen und so.
Ja, so Reha nennt man das bei uns, ja. Ja.
Genau. Und das gab es nicht. Und nur erst jetzt diese Woche ist das wieder auf.
Ah ja, okay. Schon schlimm, ne?
Ja, sehr.
Was da so momentan in der ganzen Welt passiert.
Yeah. She's saying it's a terrible thing what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. So I hope you stay safe. Lego Grandma, please keep making your ramps. It's the most amazing activism I've ever seen in my life. Thank you for inspiring me and helping other disabled people here in the United States.
Du sagst Dankeschön und du bist eine sehr große Inspiration und bedankt dir.
Das ist ganz, ganz lieb. Sag ganz liebe Grüße zurück von mir und ich würde mich riesig freuen, wenn er mir ein Bild von seiner Rampe schickt, wenn sie fertig ist, ja?
Okay. And she returned the same and says she hopes that you do very good, and she wants you to send her a picture of your first ramp when you finish.
I will, and I'll send her the picture that I need help with because I can't get this drop to look like a drop. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a thought bubble. I don't know. It's just.
Der schickt dir auch den Motiv, dass der Hilfe braucht.
Ja, genau, das soll er machen. Dann gucke ich mal, dann gebe ich das Kerstin und sie soll mal gucken, ob sie ihm was entwerfen kann. Ne?
Vielen Dank. When you send her the picture, she's going to give it to Kirsten and see if Kirsten can whip something up for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we will. We will do that. Rita, thank you so much. You're an angel. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll talk again soon.
Wünschen wir einen schönen Tag noch.
Ja, wünsche ich euch auch. Und bleibt gesund. Und ich freue mich, von euch wieder zu hören, ja?
Vielen Dank. Habt einen schönen Tag.
Ja, danke. Tschüss.
Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ja, thank you. Ciao.
Good night. It probably is night there. It's almost night there.
Yeah, they're about anywhere from 7 to 9 hours ahead of us.
Wow. Well, that was absolutely amazing. Miguel, thank you so much for this. This has really been amazing. It's inspiring to me. Wow.
Awesome. I'm happy that worked out. That was great.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've just enlisted you in our wheelchair army now.
I love it.
Oh man.
I should start seeing if people in Wisconsin are interested in building them.
How is it in Wisconsin? I'm sure you have a few places up there that are old, right?
Oh, definitely. And I feel like I barely ever see wheelchair ramps.
Yeah. Well, everybody's thanking you. Thank the translator. Thank the translator.
Okay.
Awesome job, Miguel, they're saying. And yeah, so good job. Thank you so much, man.
No problem. I hope to hear again from you soon.
Yeah, let's do this again, man. It's I'll get this ramp finished, and we'll talk to her again this summer, hopefully, yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks, Miguel.
Hope you have a great day.
You too, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Well, we pulled that one off. That was a good one. That was, woo! Lego Grandma, man. Wow, how cool was that? Oh, man. And, yeah, there is someone else out there making ramps, and she has a sorter that's going to help me with my design for my, oh, this is great. This is great. See? I'm so happy right now. All right, so next order of business is we're going to call Kevin Sabet. I think first we should call Pat Duff and get some more information from Pat, and then we'll call Kevin Sabet. I don't know how anybody could be in bed with Kevin Sabet. I mean, everybody wants to have cannabis legalized this year. Even New Jersey Weed Man has finally come around. He says he wants legal cannabis. Here, he even says it right here. Here, listen.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yeah, see, thank you, Weed Man. Weed Man says yes to legalization. You heard it there for yourself. That was his voice. He says yes to legalization. Thank you, Weed Man. He finally came around. Thank you. Get out of bed with Kevin Sabet. We don't like Kevin Sabet. We don't need to hear his crap. So, yeah. Thank you, Weed Man, saying coming around and here.
November is vote yes.
Vote yes in November. Thank you, Weed Man. Vote yes in November. That's right. Vote yes in November for cannabis. Finally came around.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes to legalization. Thank you. Thank you, Ed Fortune. We love you. All right, Mr. Duff. I'm going to call you before I call Sabet.
Hello.
Patrick Duff.
What's up, man?
How are you, dude?
Doing all right?
Doing all right. Hold on. I'm going to get your picture up here. Your nice picture of
I
you.
got some echo coming back again.
All right, hold on. We'll do it the hard way.
Ooh.
Oh, do you? No. Okay, here we go. That's better. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, that's way better.
So Kevin Sabet, what's the story with him? Is he? What's his deal? You got some stuff?
Oh, my God.
He's too much.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've read that article I wrote, and kind of his background has just been, I mean, he's been an anti-pot guy for a long time, and ever since he was a child, so, I mean, that's just how he's just used to being, and I'm sure at a very young age, I mean, have you ever met Kevin in person?
Yes.
I mean, talk about somebody that actually needs pot.
Yes, he does.
Seriously. I mean, the guy has got severe ADD. He's got severe, I'm guessing, some sort of like an OCD. But more importantly, he's got me on his ass right now. And And I'm so sick of the lies that the guy's been spewing, and I'm so sick of the fake morality that him and the groups that he is with are portraying. And so I'm dissecting them. And what I'm finding is very interesting. And so I'll go over a couple of things I found and I put in that article just so I can kind of explain the way that these things go down. So in that article, I'm asking the question of why is it that Patrick Kennedy, whose wife, by the way, is running as a progressive Democrat, why is Patrick Kennedy's wife, or why is Amy Kennedy's husband, Patrick Kennedy, who's running for Congress in New Jersey as a progressive Democrat, working directly with Mary Pat Angelini, who's one of the most hardcore Republicans in the state? So why is Patrick Kennedy lying on behalf of Mary Pat Angelini by saying that he founded New Jersey Ramp? Now, the other person that says they founded New Jersey Ramp is Kevin Sabet. But on the founding paperwork, the founding documents, right, it says that there's a sole founder, just one sole founder, and that was Mary Pat Angelini. Now, when you go to the financials and you see the financial paperwork where they list the treasurer and the vice president, it lists a guy named Robert Zlotnick and a guy named Joe Williams. Now, I'm going to give you some numbers here, folks. They're going to blow you away. Take a guess. Take a guess at how much in 2018 Mary Pat Angelini's rehabilitation center brought in.
10 million.
Take a what?
10 million.
Higher.
What? 50 million.
Higher. No. She brought in $25.6 million in mostly government grants for rehabilitation, forced rehabilitation on the citizens of New Jersey.
Wow.
Now, her two counterparts that are on there brought in about $2 million apiece for their rehab facilities. So if you add the money together that these three who are the real backers and real founders of New Jersey Ramp, in just 1 year, in 2018, they brought in a combined total of almost $30 million. And these are the people who are actually behind New Jersey Ramp.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, it's not Kevin Sabet. Kevin Sabet's the front man for it. And I believe that Kevin Sabet has a lot of questions to answer for some other stuff that I just found that I'm getting ready to put out. And I'm going to tell you a little teaser here.
Okay.
So Kevin, you might want to ask him this. For some reason, by the way, Kevin is a trustee on the DEA Educational Foundation, which is a nonprofit in Washington, D.C. He's one of the trustees listed on the DEA's Educational Foundation. In 2016, there was a organization formed that if you look under the nonprofit Explorer systems, it literally says unknown organization. It's unknown. Like they don't know what it is. Because the way that they filed this is pretty funky. So it's called Alliance for Healthy Marijuana Policy. And it's filed at a place that you kind of like rent an office down in Arlington or Alexandria, Virginia, 500 Montgomery Street, Suite 400. And it says the principal officer is a woman named Anne Marie Schaefer from Branchville, New Jersey. You know who Anne Marie Schaefer is? You ever hear of her?
That sounds familiar. Who is that?
She's another anti-pot lady. But guess what she does too? She also works in the rehab industry. She's a rehab industry counselor and an educator.
Oh, body broker.
And listen to this. So they had about $2 million in contributions and grants. They were founded, and I'm going to read this so I don't get this wrong. Oh, yeah. It says Kevin A. Sabet founded Alliances for Healthy Marijuana Policies, Inc. on August 26th of 2016. Kevin A. Sabet was the executive director of AHMP. Anne-Marie Schaefer was the chair of the board of directors of AHMP, and Anne-Marie dissolved AHMP on December 27, 2016, because the organization's mission is similar to that of Sam Action, Inc., to promote the welfare. AMPH transferred all of its funds to Sam Action, Inc. Upon its dissolution, Kevin A. Sabet, the president of Sam Action, Inc., transferred $468,446 in cash to Sam Action, Inc., and transferred 18,124 shares of Bank of Montreal stock to Sam Action. But where'd that money go?
Where'd it go?
Where's millions of
Yeah. It's only
AHMP? Huh? Well, they might be in Sam Action, right? They might be in Sam Action. So if you look at 2016, guess what? There's a Sam Action, Inc., and there's also a Sam, Inc. So there's 3 corporations here that in 2016 Kevin was a part of that were all bringing in. Let me go over the numbers. 2016 here from Sam Inc. Sam Action Inc. Sam Action Inc. brought in $4.58 million, whereas the other one, Sam Inc., only brought in $312,000. Now, that being said, why are there these 2 separate organizations with almost the same exact name that are listed as the same exact address, 400 Columbus Street in Alexandria, Virginia? Why? I don't know. Kevin could answer that a little better than I could. But I can tell you that the stock transfer of, for some reason, a Bank of Montreal stock, that Kevin has gotten millions of dollars in this one stock transferred into his accounts by some mystery person.
Yeah.
A mystery. Well, we know one person that gives him money, a woman named Julie Shower. And this is the great part. This is the great stuff. I like pulling the onion back. So, Julie Shower, by the way, former chemist in the pharmaceutical industry, and then she became an art professor after. She's got some sort of big trust fund and the SEI Private Trust out in Wayne, Pennsylvania. She gave Kevin about $1.4 million towards the California initiative to stop California initiative. And in New York, if you look at the New York's, they made Kevin give up all his donors. All his donors were Julie Shower.
What?
446, 441, 456, all these just under $500 for some reason. Now, so let's go a little deeper, right? So Julie Shower and this woman Anne-Marie Schaefer, between these 2 people, between Anne-Marie Schaefer and Julie Shower, I found at least $3.5 million they've given to this Sam Action group, right? Now, Julie Shower runs, it's called Parents Opposed to Pot. You can find it online. Mm-hmm. You can donate to it, by the way. You can go donate to Parents Opposed to Pot.
Don't you dare.
No, listen to me. Collect it. Show me the receipt, because guess what they didn't do for the last 3 years of their life? They filed in 2016 a 990 form, but she hasn't filed a 990 form since then. So Julie Shower and Parents Opposed to Pot, you need to file your 990 forms. If you don't file it this year, your company automatically dissolves. Okay? Now, that being said, if we go up there to Massachusetts and we look at the Sam Group in Massachusetts, which is run by a woman. Guess what she does? Guess what it is? Guess.
Rehab.
Yeah, she runs a rehab. Okay.
Of course she does.
Well, they filed in 2014, but forgot to file for 2015, 16, and 17, 3 years in a row, but then all of a sudden filed in 2018. Here's the beauty of that. The tax return filed in 2018 shows the woman who started it, Heidi Heilman took 80% of the income as her salary. So, I mean, it only brought in 25 grand, but she took as her salary 20 grand. So imagine you got a nonprofit going, you're trying to do something to help people, and you're taking as your salary. You know, so check it out. So you got Michigan not filing their 990s. You got New Jersey rent that never filed 990s. You got these turkeys over here in Pennsylvania that didn't file for the last couple of years, and millions of dollars are moving into this prohibitionist punk Kevin Sabet, and that's what he is. He's a punk. He's a bully, and he. I think, you know what I think? I think he's a spook. I think he's a CIA spook, and that's why he doesn't care. He can do whatever the hell he wants. I think that he was given a job from a very young age. Mm-hmm. And listen, I mean, what's he getting flown to Decatur, Georgia for when he's a 20-year-old kid to speak about anti-drugs? Who's flying him? I mean, it's just some. Why is his letter being read into the congressional record in 1999 as a 20-year-old kid? You know, what's going on there? Just there's a lot to him.
What's the Iranian connection too? I mean, maybe there's some.
Yeah, his father is from Iran.
Yeah, there's some Iranian stuff going on, and
well, I don't know if there. I wouldn't say there's Iranian stuff going on. I would just say that his father immigrated from Iran.
That's no.
And his. So here's another. I'm going to pull it back a little further for Kevy Boy.
Well, the government. We don't like the government of Iran. But the government of Iran is very. Yeah,
but the government of Iran is not the person from Iran. You don't know. Maybe he left because he didn't like the government of Iran. You know, I don't know. I can't say what his father did or why they are. You know, I just know he immigrated from Iran, and I have his immigration papers.
Maybe his dad's connected somehow too.
His dad was a NASA psychologist. I mean, he was a psychologist for NASA, which is that's the top of the food chain. Yeah, and then for other governmental organizations.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally that he'll never answer your questions. By the way, Kevin is the king at avoiding questions. Listen, the question really needs to be asked to Attorney General or a state attorney general to look into New Jersey rant. All right, and I'll give you another great tidbit here. So Mary Pat Angelini in 2013 was under investigation for ethics violations because she was, such an anti-pot advocate, and she has, her hands in the rehab industry. That Chris Goldstein wrote a great article, and the article was basically about Mary Pat in this investigation, and that she was bringing in her nonprofit was called Prevention First. Was bringing in like $1.8 million at that time, and that was kind of an issue. Like, hey, what happens here? She's voting against it, and so what they ruled is they threw out the ethics violation. But what they didn't know at the time, which I know now, is that same year of 2013 to 2014, Mary Pat signed on as the executive director of the Preferred Behavioral Health. While she was still an assemblywoman, she signed on as the CEO of Preferred Behavioral Health. Now, I got to tell you, she's a hell of a businesswoman, though. Let me tell you some numbers here. So she gets, by the way, from Preferred Children's Services, which is another nonprofit that's in her name. She's got Preferred Children's Services, Preferred Behavioral Health, Preferred Housing Inc., Preferred Prevention First, Preferred Behavioral Health Group. She has all these different nonprofits. Now, from them, in total, she brings in almost $300,000 in salary, not including bonuses, by the way. So if we look at the, Preferred Behavioral Health, listen to this. So for like 6 straight years from 2009 until 2014, they were bringing in. I'm sorry, to 2013, they were bringing in anywhere from $3.2 to $14 million. Mary Pat signs on 2014 goes to 14.8. 2015 goes to 16.8. 2016, she took a little hit in the butt, 15.5, but then 2017, 20.8 million. 2018, 25.6 million. So in 6 years, a company that had a growth rate roughly of 2.5 to 3%, all of a sudden increased 100%. Went from 13.5 the year before she was there to 25.6 in just a couple of years. How does one do that? How does one do that?
That's talent right there.
That's talent. She's a good business lady, or she has the inside scoop on what's happening and knows who, and has people in the state approving her grants for her.
Well, that too. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. But she has to. Listen. Right now, you have Amy Kennedy out there as a progressive Democrat running against Jeff. If she wins, she'll run against Jeff Van Drew, who is the Benedict Arnold, so say, of the Democratic Party of New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's Amy Kennedy if her husband is working directly with Mary Pat Angelini? Mm-hmm. If he's literally fronting for her as the founder of this corporation that she founded, I mean, is it too far of a stretch that Amy Kennedy switches parties?
Okay, terrific.
I mean, I don't like any of them, by the way. I don't like any politicians, really.
I like Will Cunningham. Will Cunningham's running for against Van Drew also.
Yeah, well, what's he running under?
He was actually a homeless child who got a 4.0 grade point average in school. He picked him.
That's awesome.
Hey, he's great.
I'm just saying,
great guy.
What ticket?
He's a Democrat.
He's a Democrat?
Yeah.
So right now he's running against Amy Kennedy and Bridget Harrison.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you can use this. Use it. Ask Amy Kennedy why her husband is fronting for Mary Pat Angelini. Is he getting paid to do that? Ask her husband why New Jersey Ramp, the company he claims he founded, has never filed a 990 form. Why, Mary Pat, did you file in Delaware for the New Jersey Ramp Corporation? And I'll tell you why. Because it's the most difficult state to find people. It took me a long time to find her, and I was so surprised to see her name on those documents. I thought I was going to see Kevin Sabet's name. And the fact that no New Jersey media, who I've contacted about this, has picked this up and done anything about it, shows the media is just complicit with all this. The media is a joke.
Yes.
Journalism is dead.
It is.
That's why I started that site I have. Because true journalism's dead.
It is.
People only, you got to pay to see articles.
Yeah. I love that.
Hell out of here. Yeah, here, I'll give you the first 3 sentences, and I'll put a pop-up that you can't read anymore. That's not journalism. It's not journalism if you regurgitate somebody else's story. It's not journalism. That's what they taught you to do in school. It's so sad, right? That's the sad part, because it all comes from the regurgitated school system. Oh, you were very good in school, so you can have a job at CNN. You're a good boy. Not the bad boys. Nah.
Let's leave Kevin Sabet a message. Let's call him together. Hold on. I'm going to merge these.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready.
I can't merge the calls yet. Don't hang up, Pat. Don't hang up. I'm going to merge the calls as soon as he picks up. Hold on, Patrick. Don't hang up. We'll get his voicemail. We'll leave him a message. Come on. Give me the voicemail.
Take my phone right now, so if you please leave a message, I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you'd like to reach me faster, please email me at kevinsabet@gmail.com. Thanks, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording,
Pat,
you
you
may
there?
hang up or press
Yeah, I'm
1
here.
for more options.
Hi, Kevin. This is Lefty Grimes. I'm doing the podcast. You've been on our show before, and we'd like you to come on and speak with us about a few things that I saw in the news at rabblerouser.com. Is that what it is, Pat? Rabblerouser?
Yeah.
What's the story, Pat? What's his deal? What are we looking for from Kevin right now?
Hey, just want to find out a little bit about the Bank of Montreal stocks that were gifted to you from Alliance for the Healthy Marijuana Policy, I guess it's called, and also about your why you have two nonprofits set up, Sam Inc. and also Sam Action Inc. And just where you got the money from.
Yeah, where's that money, Kevin? Can you please answer that question? Where'd that money go? That $1 million or whatever it was? And also, why there's all these different names? There's Sam Action, there's Sam Inc. Sam Action pulled in $4.58 million. Sam Inc. pulled in $312,000. How do I get that kind of money, Kevin? Can you help me get money for the cannabis cause instead of the anti-cannabis cause? And when are we going to get stoned together, Kevin? I want to get you stoned. And then this silliness that you've brought on us. You're hurting patients, Kevin, and we'd like to speak to you more about why you're doing all this stuff. Your body brokering with Mary Pat. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. This is not good. Pat, am I wrong?
No, he hung up on him though.
No, I let it go. I'm gonna let it go because he's listening. He's gonna listen to this whole message because he loves us.
He's gonna listen to the show, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, listen to the show on Sativa Cross on YouTube or on my timeline. You follow my timeline, Kevin, so check it out.
You know what's also nice is that the way that this whole thing was put together gives him a nice salary, and he's making well over $100,000 with all his expenses paid too. So you can see that the expenses in these 990s show that pretty much everything's taken care of. The odd thing, in 2015, they only brought in $36,000, but in 2016, they brought in $4.5 million. So that's the Sam Action Inc. one.
Does that money come from Iran, Pat? Does anything come from?
Well, I don't know if it comes from Iran. I hope not.
Yeah. So
Listen, money's a funny thing because it's not just money; it's the stocks. Where the 18,000 shares of stocks come from? Why did somebody just decide to gift them to you? And who did they get them from? And hey, do they work in the rehab industry?
Oh, body brokers. Oh, so Kevin, give me a call back. My number is 908-616-0682, and we want to know more about your CIA connections with Iran. Please call me back. Thank you. Ready, out.
You have reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you're satisfied with the message, press 1.
That was a good
to
one.
listen to your message, press 2.
No, we're gonna
to
send
erase and re-record, press 3.
I guess because we merged calls,
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2.
Yeah, just hang up. Oh, I lost you, though, Pat. I lost Patrick. I didn't want to lose Patrick. Sorry, buddy. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to hang up on you.
You?
Yeah, I didn't mean to hang up on you. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I was taking a bong there.
Oh, yeah, I'll join you. So, yeah, I need a bong hit after Kevin Sabat. I feel dirty after leaving a message on his answer machine.
So I'm trying. You know what's funny is when you're sitting down and you're trying to write an article. Sometimes just to get it out, when you're trying to get the first initial portion out, is kind of difficult. And I'm sitting here looking at all these 990 forms, and I wonder, when I say this, I think the real story in all of this is the fact that there's not one person that I've found so far that's given him money that has not been connected to the rehabilitation or pharmaceutical industries. Police. They do a lot of stuff with sheriff's associations. So I think what we have to realize is that the rehab industry itself would lose a lot of money if marijuana were just to be legalized. And that's why they push for medical only,
And they say, well, they support medical, right? That's what he says, right?
Yeah, of course
That's
he does.
thing.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it limits the amount of people that can access it. And also, the way New Jersey has it set up, it's a cash system. If you got the cash, you can play. If you don't, you're ass out. And it's a lot of money to your certification or recommendation in New Jersey. You know? So what that does is that leaves the swath of poor people to be arrested for marijuana and sent to her center and demeaned and belittled and
lied to.
Lied to, yeah. And then put on some sort of pharmaceutical drugs, right? Because that's the thing, is that now that they're there, well, you've been diagnosed with X, Y, and Z. You have to take, these pills. You tested positive for marijuana. Now, not only are they acting as a rehab facility, let's say, but they act as law enforcement. They've been deputized. I mean, the fear of testing hot and going to jail. So listen, man. I'm glad, and it's funny because I'm for legalization, right? I mean, even if the plan sucks, it's better than the plan we got now. Because the black and brown people and poor white people and unintelligent people and people who don't have a lawyer, people who don't know their rights are getting fucked. It's funny. Check this out. Let me show you how this works and how the government, right, is scared to death of people that know their rights. Proof? All right.
Yeah.
New Jersey weed man sold weed on the governor's lawn in front of New Jersey State Police.
Clones. He sold clones.
And clones, yes. Okay. He sold marijuana products, including clones. Right? Now, the fact is, though, he knows his rights, knows the law, and doesn't capitulate.
No, he doesn't.
No. So the other side of the coin is the young man that's completely uneducated gets pulled over in let's say, Haddon Heights, New Jersey, and, asked where he's going, and has like a roach in the car. And the officers get the dog out and smell it, and he goes to jail. And after he goes out of jail, they let him out on his own recognizance and put him in front of a judge, and the judge says, young man, we give you two choices. You can either be on probation and risk going to jail, or three choices: go to jail or do this outpatient rehab program. You'll have to pay an assessment fee to the court, right? So, and then the rehab program is paid for by grants that were put in place by Mary Pat Angelini.
Womp, womp, womp.
Wah, wah, wah. Guess what Patrick Kennedy does?
Body brokering?
Yes. He's in the rehab industry. He gets people into rehab. He's like a that's great.
He knows best. Oh.
His wife, guess what she does? The rehab industry. Man, there's a lot of people in the rehab industry in this story.
Just give him weed.
Yeah, I found this. What do you call it? So check it out. So just think about that, right? You have that one person that winds up in rehab, goes through the court system, pays money to the court system, time, effort, all this stuff, right? Who, if they just knew that they didn't have to answer any questions, okay, probably wouldn't have gotten that position. And I shouldn't say that, because in certain towns you don't answer questions. That could be your ass too. So it's so sad. Yo, Lefty, I got to tell you, bud. I think somebody is coming in here, and it looks like Governor Phil Murphy.
Oh, the governor's there? Oh, Governor Murphy. Can we have 5 minutes, Governor Murphy?
Is this Lefty?
Hey, Governor. How are you, sir?
Good day to you, Lefty. How are you?
All right.
I want to tell the good people of New Jersey that today is kind of like Columbus Day. We're going to call it Murphy Day.
Murphy Day.
Yeah, I'm giving you back your parks. And let me be clear, Lefty, let me be clear that as the governor of New Jersey, I want to make sure that your rights are as protected as your balls from a swift kick in the nuts. Yep. I don't really care about your rights. I'm going to kick you in the nuts. This is funny to you?
No, Governor, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
You are a perfect, you're being a good citizen, by the way, Lefty. Challenging those protesters, calling them sheeple is good. I like that. I'm going to use that in my next presser, which I'll be having every hour this day. Yeah.
Well, who are you for, Governor? To get the Trumpers, the maskers, the liberals, the cosecha, the commies, the anti-vaxxers, socialists, Antifa, Anonymous?
I have one word. I just have one. Knuckleheads. Okay? The governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, is wearing my mask. I'm letting my nose be free sometimes, I'll admit. I do blow some snotty rockets out there. But if you had a set of teeth like mine, you would understand that I told you about the executive order, the first executive order ever proposed by a first lady. Didn't I tell you about that, Lefty?
No, tell me, please, Governor.
The first lady, Tammy Murphy, has put out an edict that we shall have to wear masks for the rest of at least her life, so she does not have to see my teeth.
Wow. Or smell your breath.
Oh, my God. You know, I've been doing a lot of gingivitis, or Listerine for my gingivitis.
Gingivitis?
Lefty, let me be clear. But as the great dictator of New Jersey,
The great dick?
The big dick. The
big
swinging dick.
Tater.
Phil Murphy. Phil Murphy. I want to challenge Mr. Cuomo to an Indian leg wrestling match for the Democratic nomination, since we all know that Joe Biden has died. We're going to have a movie. It's going to be called Weekend at Biden's. Governor Cuomo and I will be carrying him to the stage for the convention. We'll tie our arms together. He will have full movement of his arms. But once we get to the podium, we realize that Joe is dead. So we have to do an Indian leg wrestling match right there in front of the whole DNC, right on top of Joe's body. Is that a little bit graphic? Is that...
Poor Joe. Joe's taking a beating. Good old...
Have you ever...
Patriot Act Joe.
Whispering Joe likes to whisper in young girls' ears. And let me be clear.
What is he whispering? What is he saying to these girls?
He says, at my satanic farm, I will eat your body. Yeah. You know, I have one of those satanic farms myself. Governor Phil Murphy has, I told you about the young Guatemalan boy that was born who looked just like me, and we couldn't have that, so he was deported. He was actually my son. Sorry. I'm sorry, Hector. Well, at the farm...
You're like Thomas Jefferson.
Let me be clear. I am greater than Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson only wished he could quarantine the entire country and take the rights away from the people that he helped right. Actually, he'd probably kill me. And, Lefty, I'd like to make some of my final my final statements for this presser of the day.
Okay, Governor, go ahead.
I would just like to say a couple names of some people that have died from the COVID virus. I would like to first say the Open Public Records Act is dead and was killed by COVID. If you're seeking records, you won't get them.
Okay, terrific.
I would like to say that the Bill of Rights has also been killed by COVID.
Killed by COVID.
And it's on the death certificate. Originally, I was thinking about a young girl that I used to date when I was younger. She was from Wuhan. And I remember when she had a virus. And now I remember why I don't like Chinese people.
You had a girlfriend in Wuhan that had a virus?
She gave me crabs.
Did you eat
They
them?
were terrible. No, I shaved my pubes.
So eat crabs over there.
I eat my something else.
Did she give you bats?
Governor Murphy, he's being escorted out of the building, Lefty.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the security is just taking him out.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Governor. Thanks for your time. We appreciate.
Thanks, Gov.
We appreciate it.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna write this article, and I was thinking about doing it, because I think a lot of people are enjoying like video, where you like do video and you show stuff.
Yes.
I think instead of an article, that's what I'm gonna do on this one. I'm gonna do like just hey, here's this, here's that. Why is this way? But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, good luck, Mr. Duff.
Good luck, young man.
As
and
always.
and hopefully Kevin gives you a call back. I'm guessing he won't. I'm guessing he is calling his handler at the CIA. Dad.
Daddy, they know. They're onto us. They're onto us, Daddy. Hide the money, Daddy. Hide the money.
Yeah, well, the money's somewhere. We're going to find that. It's funny, I actually have a forensic accountant helping me right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so once he's and what he identified, by the way, was that there are $1 million missing. He said, but there is at least $100K that's completely unaccounted for. And where did all these stocks just come from? How does somebody just get a couple million in stocks out of the blue? So yeah, that's a good question to ask him. Who gave you the Bank of Montreal stocks?
Yeah, one question. Just answer one question, Kevin.
Yeah, just one. But that question wouldn't be answered by one person because there's more than just one. Because the one gave 18,000 shares. It was worth 1.3 million, but had like 4 million in stocks. And what they do with stocks like that is they liquidate them throughout the year so they can pay for stuff. But where did it come from? And why the Bank of Montreal? Well, I can tell you why. It's a good investment. They hardly ever go down. They went down with all this crap. But I just think just asking that. But I'm off, man. I love you. I love your activism.
Love you, Pat.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya. Patrick Duff, and that's somebody you don't want on your ass. I feel bad for Kevin Sabet because now Patrick Duff is on his ass, and that's not good. He's going to expose a lot of stuff. Duff is going to expose your stuff. Look out, because he don't take no guff. I love that guy. That, man, what he did with MLK, exposing the MLK stuff is unbelievable. And now he's going after Kevin. You really want this guy on your ass with a forensic accountant? Really? Good luck with that. Jeez. All right. And again, Ed Fortune, says legalization. What do you say to legalization, Ed Fortune?
I would say yes to legalization.
Oh, okay, thank you. Just making sure that you're still on board with us, Ed. All right. I'd like to call Hugh Giordano from the UFCW. I'd like to give him a call. And I also want to call Joe Rudy Rulo. Let's just call him. I'm just going to call you. I'm going to cold call Joe Rulo. Watch this. A cold call live on the air with Joe Rulo. Let's see if he picks up. Joe Rulo, who ran for governor as a Republican. He's a huge Trumper, and I want to know why he's still on board. I don't know. Maybe he's going to vote for Biden? Come on, Joe Rudy Rulo.
You've reached the voicemail of Joe Rulo. Please leave your name, message, and the date of your call, as well as the time, and we will get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for calling, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Joe Rudy Rulo, it's Lefty Grimes around the air. I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I wanted to see if you were at the State House representing the Trumpers or the maskers or the liberals, the CWA, the Cosecha, the commies, the anti-vaxxers, the socialists, Antifa, Anonymous, cannabis consumers, the Marijuana Legalization Party, which is actually the anti-marijuana legalization party, the Democrats, Republicans, Pinkos, Freedom Fighters, and Sheeple. Were you there supporting any of those people? We'd like to know. Give us a call. My number here is 908-616-0682. We're on the air for another hour or so. Maybe not. I'm pretty much done. I'm about to go smoke some weed myself. And I think the rest of us are pretty much done here, too. Oh, I got Pat Duff up here. Hold on. Let me get Pat Duff off the screen. All right. There we go. See, if you were here, Joe Rulo, I would put up this beautiful picture of you. I have a picture of you, Joe. Here, I'll show you what picture I had of Joe Rulo. Look at this handsome guy. That's Joe Rulo right there. He was going to be your governor, almost your governor. Yeah, he almost became your governor. How about that? But, yeah. I don't know if the Trump is hurting you or helping you in New Jersey. I think it's hurting you, the whole Trump thing. But call me and tell me. Tell me about Trump. Tell me how great Trump is. Call me back and tell me. I'd like to hear. Because I don't think any of these people in our government are any good. So I don't know how anybody supports any level of our government. Our government has proven itself over the last 100 years to be racist, sexist, corrupt, and evil. And it has not stopped. I don't expect it to stop. And I don't know why anybody supports our evil, corrupt, sexist government. So I was hoping you would get in, because I love when new people get into government and just get in there and shake stuff up and then get out. Get in and out. But these career politicians, no. No, and I know you're going to say Trump isn't a career politician. Well, yeah, he's not. So I don't like any of them, though, Joe. I don't like them. And you Republicans you scare me sometimes. You do. You Republicans, don't get me wrong. The Democrats scare me too, but the Republicans scare me a lot more because all they want to do is sell bullets and bombs a lot of times and just kill people. My whole life I've seen Republicans just want to blow shit up. That's my experience. I've seen it. But it is all the same party. The Democrats, Republicans, they're all blowing stuff up. So maybe they want us to seem like it's the Republicans. You got to take a side. And, there's so much confusion right now that people like all the maskers, the liberals, the Cosecha, the commies, nobody knows what side to take. They're like, well, what does my party say? Well, your party is all split now. Some of your party is wearing masks, some isn't. So what do you do when half your party is a masker, half of them are anti-maskers? So now you got the government dividing people into 4s. Now you got the government dividing people into 8s and then 16ths. And that's how you defeat people. You divide them and you conquer them. So the government is dividing and conquering, and they're doing a good job with the media and the medical, the big pharma. They're all working together. The media, big pharma, government, they're all together in this big mess, and they're going to have a party when they're done at our expense. So, yeah, there's that. So, Joe, give me a call back. My number is 908-616-0682. We're going to be on the air for another hour or so. And if you listen to the words of Ed Fortune, he will tell you that...
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes to legalization. Oh, couldn't hear that. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't have you through my system. Well, anyway, Joe, thank you. All right. Okay, so next on our shoe. I can't believe you're letting me leave this long-ass message, Joe. Usually it's ended by now. It should be over any second now. All right, so Kevin Sabet, he's not going to call me back, I'm sure. Hi, Daniel Corvino. What is that group, Daniel? I can't click on that right now. I hope neither of you contemplate suicide. Why? What do you mean? What does that mean, Ed? I hope neither of you... Do you think they're going to try to kill us now and make us look like we killed ourselves? Well, that's silly because I would never do that. So I'd make sure I leave clues. If they're going to kill me, they're going to have clues. And plus, I got cameras everywhere. You can't kill me without being on film somewhere. I literally have cameras everywhere. I am literally I have one-touch filming available to me. So if you come near me, I'm like one of those bomber guys with the one button. Yeah, come near me within 5 feet of me. I'm recording you. So you're not going to get anything off. Hi, Sean. So. Yeah, not to conquer, but to rule. Weedman's message. Oh, that's Weedman's message. Oh,
you have
okay.
reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record.
No, Weedman's message is great. I got it right here, Danny. Danny, it's right here.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes to legalization. There it is. Weedman says yes to legalization. He says it 3 times. Here, he says it again right here.
Is vote yes to...
Yes, he says vote yes. There it is. He says it 3 times in this commercial. So, thanks for that.
Did you vote yes?
There you go. Vote yes. He says it 3 times. Thank you, Weedman. Thank you for voting yes. I'm glad you finally came around on this issue. It's a very important issue.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes. Yes. Vote yes. I didn't know. Daniel, that's not edited. Daniel, I'm playing exactly what Ed said. I am not editing his video. I am playing clips of his video. This is not an edited video, Dan. This is exactly his words that are coming out of his mouth that are unedited. These are unedited. I'm playing clips of the Weedman's video right here. Here's a clip again.
I would say yes to legalization.
There is no edit there. There's no edit. I am playing a clip of his video. Show me the edit, Dan. There's no edit there. No edit. I'm not trying to pull anything. These are his words, not mine. He made the video. He actually, spent time and money making this video, and I'm playing it.
Remember, is vote yes.
Vote yes. Vote yes. VoteCannabis2020.com. Thank you, Weedman, for finally coming around voting yes. I'm playing his video. Here it is. I mean, come on. You want more of the video? Here it is.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes to legalization. Thank you. And that's coming to you from the Legalized Marijuana Party of New Jersey. So what else are they going to say? It's the Legalized Marijuana Party. Of course they're going to say yes to legalization. Of course. That's what they do. They are the pro-legalization party. All right. Well, I guess Joe ain't calling back. Oh, I wanted to call Jungle Man. Oh, Jungle Man. Oh. I want Jungle Man to pick up. Jungle Man is actually pretending to be Ed Fortune. There's a picture of Ed Fortune on here. And Jungle Man's been contacting me, trying to get me to do something. So I'm like, hey, I'll call you back. I got something for you. I got money for you. I'm like, come on our podcast, Jungle Man. He's like, I want to be paid. I'm like, okay, we'll pay you. Oh, if he picks up, this will be great. Here. It's Jungle. He's stealing Weedman's identity. It's some kind of idiot stealing Weedman's identity. So we're going to, troll this. Excuse me. We're going to troll this guy. Oh, see? This guy will not pick up. Oh, hurtful. This is Jungle Man right here. This is the Jungle Man. And he's been pretending to be Ed Fortune. And he's not doing a very good job of it. Because we all know he's a fraud. Jungle Man. All right, let's try it again. Come on, Jungle Man, pick up. Pick up, Jungle Man. Come on, Jungle Man. Have some balls and pick up the phone. I'll even show you what it looks like if he comes on. Come on, Jungle Man. Come on, Jungle Man. Pick up. I think he's offline. That would have been great. Jungle Man. He's scared. I thought he thought he had me on the hook. I have him on the hook. Hurtful. Can we call... I'm going to try something before we go. I'm going to try one more thing here. There's a guy named Bucket Boy, and he's been avoiding us, but we're going to try to call him. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Bucket Boy? Bucket Boy? Come on, Bucket Boy. Pick up the phone. Bucket Boy? Bucket Boy. Oh, he ain't picking up either. All right. Fine. This is why I need a producer. They could have had this all set up for me. Didn't join. All right. That's fine. He wanted money to come on the podcast, too. He wanted me to pay him. I'm like, dude, I pay you to come on the podcast? What are you talking about? I don't have money. Jeez. All right. So thanks for tuning in. This is a good show. Want to thank our sponsors. CMMNJ.org. SativaCross.com. NewJerseyWeedman.com. We love New Jersey Weedman. I love New Jersey Weedman. Let's just get that straight. I've been supporting him for like 20 years. So there's no doubt about that. I got his back. But I love messing with him. He may not agree with me on legalization.
Please leave your message for 971.
Oh, God. Terrible. Really? Hurtful. NewJerseyWeedman.com. And, sorry. What is that noise? I'm hearing noises. It's not good. What's this thing? All right. All right, so thanks for tuning in, boys and girls. We're going to try to go off the air now, unless somebody calls me. But, yeah, SativaCross.com, CMMNJ.org, MagicalButter.com, UFCW, Local 152, DavidVersusAutism.org, Medical-Freedom.com. That's what I had to do. I had to call William. He's not on my list, but I have to call him. Oh, Rulo wants to talk in a few minutes. All right, you know what? Let me call William real quick. Before we end the show, I got to call William again. He tried calling me. He calls me at the worst times. Haney. Come on, Haney, pick up. Haney was supposed to talk to us last week about his book, about what's going on with him, about his account being hacked.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi, William. It's Lefty. You're on the air.
Hey, Lefty. How are you?
Good, buddy.
Hi, everybody out there in podcast land.
I hear you got hacked again. Did you get hacked?
I'm sorry?
Did you get hacked?
Did I get hacked?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm hearing you got hacked. Your account was hacked.
I don't know if I did or didn't. Lefty, to tell you the truth, I mean, the one site, my original account is still up on Facebook.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know what's going on here.
There's a third account. There's 3 accounts up there now. Now there's 3.
I'm sorry?
There's 3 accounts up there, William. 3. Hold on. Here, I'll show you.
Let me call you right back.
No. Oh, God. All right, no,
And
it's
I won't.
fine. Call me back. Why do you have to call me back?
Yeah, because I can't hear you.
Are you going to call me on a different phone?
Let me call you back.
I'm friends with
Thank you.
three.
Hold on.
I'm friends with 3 William Haneys. Why am I friends with 3 Haneys? I need to get rid of a Haney. It's too many Haneys. I got 3 here.
When was this going on?
Look, I got 3. There's one here that is followed by 174 people. And then there's another one that is 7 mutual friends. This must be the fake one. This is the fake one. There's a William Haney account with 7 mutual friends of mine. That's a fake account. I'm going to report this. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at.
Okay, thank you.
Let me show you what I'm looking at here. You want to call me back is fine. I'm going to try to show the audience.
I'm going to call you right back. Let me call you back,
Fine.
please. Thanks.
Fine. All right, take a look at this. This is the account that William is looking at. It's a fake account. Hold on. Let me get rid of Bongholio's head. All right, look at this. This is...
I'm trying to call you back.
Okay, hang up and
I
call.
can't call you back because you're on the phone.
Oh, my God. I will hang up the phone. You can do that yourself. You can hang up the phone yourself, William. You didn't need me to hang up the phone. But fine, I'll hang up the phone. This is the website that's the fake. If you go on to the Facebook and look up William Haney, you'll see 3 sites. This is the fake one. 7 mutual friends I have. These, I guess, I don't know why I friended him. I'm going to have to, hold on. I'm going to unfriend him. Let me unfriend him first. I think, wait. I hope this is a fake site. Hold on. Oh, wait. How are you doing? Yeah, William, you never do that to me. You never say to me how you're doing. Let me see if I can. Hi. Hi, William. Can you hear me now?
Hello, Lefty. How are you?
Hi, William.
Hello, everybody out there in podcast land that is listening to what?
Oh.
Sativa Cross. Ignorance is no excuse. So, Lefty, what are you telling me now?
Did you friend request me in the past week?
Did I friend with who?
Did you send me a friend request in the past week? Okay.
I had no reason to send you a friend request. We are already friends.
Okay, somebody sent me a friend request from William Haney, and I accepted it because I thought it was you screwing up your account again, so I accepted it. And it's a fraud. It's a fake.
Yeah, because William Hoff just said the same thing, and he posted something on my timeline that he's getting some disturbing stuff. Get rid of that. Report this guy. I'm going to tell you what happened, but I can't tell it to you on the air.
No, you can tell me. It's just you and me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. You can tell me. It's just us. You can tell me.
I don't need everybody to know this information.
Oh, come on. Don't use any names. Say a fake name. Say it's Pablo.
Well, here it is.
Okay.
It's a situation that occurred the other day, and it has to do with the guy that's involved with the book. I fired him the other day. So it might be him. I don't know. But nonetheless, it's not me.
All right, so I'm going to unfriend him. I'm going first thing first. I'm going to unfriend him because he's not responding when I ask him questions.
He's not going to.
You know what? I should try to call him on Facebook. I'm not going to unfriend him yet. I'm going to try to call him and call him out. After I get off with you,
Okay.
I'm going to call him out. I'm going to call this guy up. Yeah, Weedman has a troll. I did that with Weedman's troll, and I'm going to do it with your troll. You got a troll, I'm going to take care of him for you.
I'm sorry?
You have a troll, and I'm going to take care of it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Weedman's got one too, and I'm going to troll that guy. He's got Jungle Man. Weedman's got Jungle Man, and you have a doppelganger. William.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing of at this point.
Okay.
Because what ended up happening was I was speaking with my attorney on Tuesday. See, that's how close the timeline is. I'm speaking to my attorney on Tuesday, and I tell the attorney that the guy says to me, in his eyes, I'm dead. So Frank says to me, get rid of him, get another artist. And I turned around and wiped out the website. It's no longer going. So if I send him an email on Tuesday, he's retaliating today or on Wednesday. Because you got the official blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So if you want to help me, let people know in the Facebook world that do not friend this guy, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm going to unfriend him, and I'm going to troll him right now, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, thanks.
All right, buddy. How you doing with the quarantine? Are you staying inside? You got a mask? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm staying inside, but you know what? On the other side of it, I want to get with you off the air.
Uh-huh.
Because why?
Why?
I gotta redo the book.
Oh, okay. What are you doing now?
I'm sorry?
What are you going to do to the book now?
I can't do nothing right now.
You said you're redoing the book.
I have to redo the book because what is already published, it has to be republished. What already is published has to be corrected.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? So, thank God for the ISBN numbers so I can produce another one. But I'm in the process now of calling the self-publishing place to find out if they have it on file, the PDF files that were submitted for the print books.
Right.
And if they have them, I would like them to send them to me so I can get in there because they were submitted by PDF to the book, and I already have the PDF of the covers. So that's what I got to do, Lefty. I got to go in there and redo.
Okay, terrific.
I mean, you know, you got crazy shit like this going on. You try to have an agreement with someone and they fuck it up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry out there in podcast land. I didn't mean to cuss. Please forgive me. But yeah, that's what's going on in my world right now. Because the reason the one book definitely has to be done is because I have to add the co-authors to the book.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that offline. That's okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
But it's a great book.
And then what's already printed is on its own. It's on the published ISBN.
It's a great
so
book.
So I want to go in there and edit and get it right.
If you don't have this book, you need to get this book. It's called The Falling Sickness, From Caesar to Me. Where can you find this book, William? Where do you get this book at?
You can't get it now?
You can't get it now?
Nope.
Why?
Huh? Because the website I told him in the email that I would not be using his art and I would not be using his layout, and that I would have the website dropped.
Oh my goodness.
And I had the website dropped the other day.
Oh my goodness. Really? What? Can you get the book on Amazon? How about Amazon? Where do we get? You can't get this book anywhere?
Well, here's the thing. I have a few copies here at home of both books.
Oh man.
So that's what's going on in my world. You you want to email me, we can work something out.
Yeah, email William, but don't email the fake account. Email the real account and ask him for a book, and he'll get you a book somehow. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he'll figure it out.
I mean, I'm in a pickle right now, but it's going to take a little bit to straighten out, but I'm going to get it straightened out.
Call Tracy, William. Tracy says she wants you to call, so call her.
Okay. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I was just getting ready to make the phone call to the people who published the books to find out if I can get the copies.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to call this. I'm going to troll this troll right now, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on because he's probably really pissed off about what's going on.
Oh well.
Because you know what I mean? And this is exactly what I was talking about because I was telling him in the email, you know, you should have never told me I was dead in your eyes because I can't work with anybody like that.
Right.
I can't work under those conditions.
No, you need very calming conditions and very soothing people around you and peacefulness. I know what you need, William.
Yeah, I mean, some artists are
No, some don't need it.
they're all fussy and they're not even reasonable.
No, you need. Artists are crazy. I know. I know. Believe me.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
I work with a guy in a bong. William, I work with a guy in an 8-foot bong. I mean, tell me, I know they're crazy. Activists and artists are crazy, especially art activists and active artists. All right, William.
I mean, this is what you got happening when you try to do the right thing with other people, and then they have these grandiose expectations and they want to control shit.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying people are crazy. But I gotta go. I gotta go, and I'll talk to you later, William.
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks,
I'll
buddy.
call Tracy now.
All
Bye.
right, I'm gonna call your troll right now. I'm gonna troll your troll, because this guy is actually trolling William. You don't troll William. How dare you? Here, let's call the troll. This is the troll. I don't know if you can see this, but let's try to get a camera on this. Contacting William Haney. Contacting William Haney. That's Bungholio's head. That's Mikey's head. No, they're not going to pick up. It's not on speakerphone either. No. Come on, you troll. Pick up the phone, you troll, before I unfriend you. Oh, he's not receiving calls. Now, when he does that, that means he hit the button. That means they hit the button, so I'm going to call him again. Let's try it again. Pick up the phone, Williams troll. Come on, Williams troll. Huh? If he picks up and goes, huh? That'd be funny. Hello? Huh? Hello? Lefty? Are you kidding me? No, he's not going to pick up. All right, forget it. Trolls. I hate trolls. Ugh. All right. Where's my other buddy here? Where is my other buddy? Sorry for the dead air. I need a producer. Okay. Just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes alone. Let's try the other one. All right. It's time for a hit, everyone. If you're in the sound of my voice, it's time to take a hit. It's hit time. It's dab time. It's bong hit time. Whatever you got, take a hit. We're going to start something new with the word of the day. Like Pee-wee's Playhouse when they had the word of the day and everybody screams and goes, yay! Well, we're going to do that on this show. starting next week, we're going to have a word of the day. And every time you hear the word of the day, smoke a bong or smoke a hit, and you have a chance to win a T-shirt. That's right. Win a T-shirt. We're going to have new T-shirts made up. Don't shoot, I'm COVID-free, and don't shoot, I'm disabled. I believe are the two we're going to have made up. Plus, don't shoot, I'm sexy. Let's see if this guy's ready. Okay. Woo.
Okay, terrific.
All right. Well, this has been an amazing show. I'd hate to end it, but I do want to talk to Joe Rullo. I'll give him another shot. If he gets on, he gets on. If not, I'm trying to get Joe Rullo. A lot of you support Joe Rullo, and I did support him when he ran for governor. But a lot of the stuff he says, I take issue with supporting our president blindly like this. I can't get behind this president. I literally gave him a chance when he got elected. I gave him 5 days, and within 5 days, he burnt down the water protectors' village, or they burnt their own village. But that wasn't a good thing. I said, 5 days in, and the water protectors are running away from a burning village. That doesn't bode well for the rest of the presidency. I think, I think it's going to get a lot worse than that. So, yeah, I don't like any of the presidents. So when you say, Obama da. No, I don't like Obama either. I don't like any of them. I think they all suck. They're all spokesmen for a broken, racist, sexist, money-grubbing, disgusting machine. And you're all a bunch of sheep for choosing a side. Seriously. Choosing a side in this mess, you're out of your minds. Let's divide each other some more. Let's all fight each other now. That's just what they want. And now you have Democrats, Republicans. Now you have maskers and unmaskers. So it's like these 4 divisions now of maskers, unmaskers, Democratic unmaskers, Republican unmaskers, Republican maskers, Democratic maskers, and communist unmaskers. It's just a mess here. It's just a huge list of like, what's the list here? Trumpers, maskers, liberals, CWA, Cosecha, commies, anti-vaxxers, socialists, Antifa, Anonymous, cannabis consumers, the Marijuana Legalization Party, which is actually the anti-marijuana legalization party, the Democrats, Republicans, the Pinkos, the Freedom Fighters, and the Sheeple. Who's who anymore? Who's who? I don't even know who anyone is anymore. What the hell am I? I don't even know what I am. I thought I was libertarian, but since I fight for wheelchair access, I really can't be a libertarian because I believe that the government should get involved and force these businesses to do that. And that's not what libertarians do. Libertarians say, no, hands off. Let the government, hands off the businesses. But I say in the case of civil rights and stuff like that, yes, you have to get involved. So, yeah, I believe with hands off on government hands off, except when it comes to civil rights and stuff like that, social justice. Sorry, there has to be a line somewhere. There has to be. You have to have compassion and help and be helpful. I don't know what that means, Sean, but I think you're really stoned, and I like that. All right, I am going to call you. It is 1:30. I'm calling Joe Rullo. And if he doesn't answer, that's it. We're done. Normally, he'll let it ring, and then he'll listen to the voicemail.
This is the next governor of New Jersey. How may I help you?
Governor Rullo, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you, buddy?
You're on the air.
You didn't get any cooties, did you?
No, I don't. Not yet. I wear the armor of God. Like, come on.
Hey, praise God on that one.
So were you at the State House rallying with all the Trumper maskers and the Trumper unmaskers and the communist unmaskers and the Democratic unmaskers and who's who anymore?
No, actually, I basically have been real active, videos, as you know, and social media and stuff like that. But as far as I didn't organize it, I didn't run it. I'm glad they did, and that's their right to do it. But I personally, honestly, I'm keeping, my 6 feet from people. I do believe, and I don't know if you're going to be surprised or not, but, Donald Trump, he basically said that, the distancing measure, he endorsed it. And he said that this could last till July or August. I take it pretty serious, dude. You know, and the president said that, and the stock market went down and all that other stuff. And, you know, at the same time, you know, they didn't say to wear masks. Now, a couple weeks ago now, they're saying to wear masks. And I'm kind of listening, you know, and I just didn't want to judge the rally. But at the same time, you know, hey, listen, everybody has their right to do what they want to do. I have my right that I don't want somebody within 6 feet right now, and I don't want to shake people's hands. And I really, you know, I guess I'm turning into Trump a little bit with, you know, I don't know if you heard, but I'm like him. I mean, you know, I wash my hands a lot, even when I ran, you know, and I'm being very safe, dude, you know, period. And it's not because of any other reason, but I don't want to give this to someone, you know, in my family. I have people that are immunologically challenged. I have, you know, people that are respiratory, COPD, people that have diabetes. You know, until they come out with the cross section, which I'm advocating for the antibody test to figure out what is the true denominator of this thing. And I hope that we're going to find out, by the way, that I think I already had this in November 28th. I came back from Florida, and I drove down there for 9 days. And a week later, which was November 28th, I had in my journal that I could not breathe all night, and I could only sleep for 1 hour. I was afraid to go to sleep because I thought I was going to die. My lungs are filled with fluids, right?
Wow.
A couple of days. And then my girlfriend gets it, bro, and she never, ever stayed in bed before, like when she got sick. And, like, we had it for almost a week to 9 days, and we were, like, dying for, like, a month and a half afterwards, dude. I don't believe, Lefty, that this was dropped in January or February. I think this thing was floating around, but let me tell you where I think I got it. I was in SeaWorld, I was in the Holy Land and Disney, and there were all people from other countries there. I think China, this was released way before. I think that the whistleblower, whistleblowed later. You saw pretty much, you know, later, but I bet you this happened, you know, earlier than what they're saying. And because, you know, look at how long it took. And by the way, we're going to find out how long, because if we do an antibody test and see that, ready, 50% of the people around you have already had it, did you know that 50 to 60% they're estimating don't even get symptoms? Well, if that's true, this isn't as bad as we thought it was, meaning, you know, we're almost to herd immunity, they call it. But if we find out with a cross-section that there's nobody that's got this other than the ones that actually tested positive, or a few asymptomatics here and there, we got a cruising for a bruising coming in the fall, man. You know what I mean?
Second wave.
Yeah, but again, I'm trying to be like not black and white, and not all or none. I'm trying to be, ready, impartial and objective.
Balanced.
And I've been doing
Yeah.
from the beginning. And I don't, if you were to ask me, you know, what is your strategy with this? It's like, this is the challenge of a lifetime, right? This is my quote. You know, we have to respect the Constitution and others' rights, but at the same time, balance respect for life and health. And you know that I've done that, even with my governor campaign, with helping you with medical marijuana, being a crusader for that. Okay? And that's what we have to do with this. And then the extremes of, ready, this is a hoax, it doesn't exist, oh, it's not real, it's to take down Trump. Well, Trump is the one that, you know, basically said, follow the guidelines, this is really serious. By the way, this could take till July or August. Unfortunately, we hit the curve, praise God, and we flattened it, and it's headed on a downward spiral, hopefully. But some states are having surges here and there, but it's going to be regionalized. You're going to have things all over the place that are different. But then you have the other extreme where people are saying, oh, it's the end of the world, and, you know, we shouldn't leave the house. I don't agree with that. You know, basically right now, I fought, by the way, to open the parks. And I went from day one, which is basically on April 7th, I went against, what's his name? The governor, Murphy. And I said, listen, man, you know, people have mental illnesses, and they basically, you know, need this to take off their edge. Not everybody wants to booze out like Murphy, okay? I don't think Murphy smokes. I think Murphy drinks. And he's a boozer, and that's fine, and he likes to hang out with friends and drink, and that's his culture, okay? The culture of his partying and his hanging out. And when I say culture, I'm talking about the culture of his social life, okay? My social life, I like to go to a freaking park, okay? I like to look at animals and zoos. I like migration right now with birds. But at the same time, I think that medical marijuana places should be open, which they are. I think liquor stores should be open, which they are. But unfortunately, this governor did not basically acknowledge the fact that a park, well, guess what? April 7th, when he said it at 1, I went after him at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 hour later, I pushed the mental illness. He said flat out yesterday, I did not open the parks because of protesters or any of my allies or people that were against me. He said the reason I opened it up is because I looked into the mental illness issue, and it was correct that they proved that sunshine, parks, birds, trees, and stuff like that, and keeping people inside could cause not only mental illness, but could actually increase and exacerbate existing mental illness with other people. So that's really what I've been up to, dude, with this whole entire thing.
What do you think about the protesters protesting at the State House? Because they're protesting Governor Murphy, but really it's Trump's orders. So I just don't understand who's protesting what and why.
Yeah, that's what's really confusing is I don't think that a lot of people understand the fact that the president made an announcement, what was it, about a month and 3 weeks ago, that basically said, it's time to socially distance and you got to follow these guidelines each state. And he was recommending this to each state. And all of these wonderful things that he incorporated actually made it so that curve was flattened and is now headed on a downward spiral. And we know why, because we didn't want the beds to all be taken, and then some, right? Or perhaps double or triple need. And we were able to flatten that curve so that people with heart attacks, back problems, hell, you might have an emergency and you can't get in there, right? We avoided that whole problem. But yes, you are correct in the sense that, Donald Trump, when he had said that, the whole stock market went down. But then about a week later, we were talking about it didn't look as bad as it did. We were working, people started. And by the way, people should be commended. Everybody who did this, right? You, me, people that, went with the rules, didn't hang out with people recklessly. This is why, and a lot of these Trump people that I'm friends with and conservatives and stuff like that, they've all done it, right? But they're just sick and tired. I think that Murphy, the straw that broke the camel's back, was like Murphy basically not saying, like other governors, that I'm going to start to plan the transition into phase 1, 2, and 3. And by the way, phase 1 is like 25%, right, capacity with 6 feet apart in any particular place. That's ingenious that Trump came up with this with his team. Phase 2 incorporates, a little bit more of the surface spaces and the distancing stays in. And people are still working at home if possible, if the work allows that. And then 3 is kind of like where they're kind of transitioning in and you're still going to have distancing. And then, if there was a 4, which I think that's what they're kind of talking about, it would just be normalcy, which I don't think we're going to have anytime soon. And I think people are starting to get upset when he closed the parks. I saw when he reversed his decision on closing gun shops, I think that made people kind of back off a little bit. But when he would not reopen the parks, I think people were really agitated. Even the woman, who was on the, I don't know her, but she was on the intercom system. She said something that I had a concern about as well, that people aren't rich. We can't own a marina slip. We don't have a yacht. He opens up a marina, out of the blue like 4 days ago, but doesn't allow the parks. So I think his decision to open the parks wasn't based on their rally. It wasn't. It was just based on he wasn't going to open it, so he's damn ready to do it. But your question is, I hope I answered it. Basically that, Trump absolutely, is the reason why we don't have a curve that was basically bypassed and still going up, and why the hospitals aren't full, why we didn't need as many ventilators as we would have needed. If he didn't do what he had to do right away, and by the way, shutting down the borders in China, which he was called a racist for doing, we would have had some major problems. But yeah, I think there is some confusion, Lucky. Lefty, I really do think that there's some problems with some communication that they don't. I think the biggest problem is that
the governor doesn't understand that he took Trump's advice and went with this social distancing with the CDC. But what he didn't do is he didn't take it and transition it into phase 1, 2, and 3. By the way, let's do a case study. In Georgia, the freaking governor's crazy, dude. He's just basically saying, okay, everybody, I think things are okay, and everything's going to open exactly the way it was with no rules. That's crazy. Versus Florida's saying, we're going to transition back, no restaurants except for 25% capacity, 6 feet apart, no personal services like hygiene and stuff like that, nails and salons. They're transitioning into it, okay? Murphy, on the other hand, is the very biggest extreme. He's not doing anything yet. And he's holding on to the public teat, I call it, okay? He's looking for a handout, I think, from the president, and he's going to be meeting with him today, I believe. And, you know, he bankrupted the state. We have an unemployment problem that people that are trying to get on unemployment, even the gig-type people that, you know, are self-employed, I estimate there's probably 200,000 people that haven't gotten anything. It's going on 40 days. The president's gotten everybody their $1,200 already, I assume. Everyone I know has gotten it. You know, we have, you know, a lot of crazy stuff going on. We have you know, I've been getting really involved. Are you following the U.S. Senate race at all?
Yes.
So basically, you know, breaking news is that, you know, I ran against Hirsch Singh for governor, and the dude is the real deal. And, you know, he basically was there day one when the question was tough. Remember, Jack Ciattarelli ignored the question about the medical legalization. I remember everybody ignored the question, including the lieutenant governor, Guindano. And right away, you know, Hirsch saw that as a entrepreneurial opportunity that, you know, medical marijuana wasn't even a question. But the legalization, you know, we need a candidate that's going to go up against Booker, right, who's going to actually be able to contrast. Unlike this guy, I don't know if you ever heard of him, Mehta, who's running against Hirsch.
Okay.
This guy chooses, ready, as his first speaking engagement, ready? Just imagine this. I'm going to run for governor, and the first speaking engagement I speak to is a advocacy group for opiates, okay? Basically, they're trying to get opiates put back on the street, which is contradictory to all of your treatments, okay? You basically are a different, you're in love with life, okay? Opiates almost killed you. Rick Mehta picks to go in an opiate group and basically says that he will make sure as senator that the pipeline continues to flow for opiates, okay? During an opiate epidemic, and people are dying on the streets in New Jersey. And the bottom line is, you know, we need somebody who's with the times, okay? Medical marijuana is the future. It's going to cure so many different people that have problems. It's going to, you know, bring quality of life. It's going to bring all sorts of, you know, relief to people. Dude, you're like a shining example of it. I mean, the pain that you are through, but the fact that, you know, a lot of people in these opiate groups, God bless them, but, you know, one of them, who is one of his team people, said to me, oh, I can't go on marijuana because she was getting weaned off the opiates. I said, yeah, you can. I said, I know somebody that was, right? You were absolutely not only addicted to it, but you had major pain.
Oh,
and I said,
yeah.
I said, he's flourishing. He's awesome with the marijuana. No. She had no interest in it. Next thing I know, all these opiate sympathizers and advocates are all working on Mehta's campaign. And they're all like fleas on my Facebook page, trying to go after me for medical marijuana stances. They're going after me because of anything they can find. And he basically, you know, I guess the breaking news is, what kind of a candidate, right? He's a pharmaceutical hack. Like, remember Bob Eugen last year?
Yeah.
Bob Eugen was a pharmaceutical guy. That's where this guy comes from. By the way, we found out that Mehta, this is his first thing we found out, is that he has 4 years of are you familiar with what a tax abatement is?
Yes.
He had a tax abatement in Washington, D.C. So I want to know, what the hell is it? Were you lying to New Jersey voters and you actually lived in D.C.? Or were you really living in New Jersey and you were committing tax fraud? Well, either way, he got nailed, and the press hit him on it about a month and a half ago.
Oh.
And he basically said, oh, I took care of it, and I'm no longer getting it anymore. Okay? It gets better. March 3rd or somewhere around, maybe no, like February 20th or something. There was a Monmouth County convention. Somebody walked up to Mesa and said, "Do you know that the guy running your campaign was basically expelled from the school of Monmouth College because he's on a video? I could send you the video with 4 people saying the N-word and laughing about it." He was told this in February. He did not fire this guy until last week because we put it out in a press release because somebody brought it to our attention. So this guy is basically just like Cory Booker. He has no scruples, no morals. He's a pharmaceutical hack. He worked for the Washington, D.C. Democrats in Washington. He was appointed. He embraced Obamacare and said it was one of the best things that ever happened. He actually worked under Obama. And I've been really involved because I really believe that, Hirsch Singh, if we actually have an opportunity, because what's his name? Booker is at 50% right now. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's really low, dude. And he hasn't raised any money. And if Hirsch Singh wins, he's sort of like that Rulo candidate, but he's kind of got that, like, establishment ability to raise with them and to be respected that I didn't have, which I kind of like that I didn't have, that. I was always a rebel.
Yeah.
But he's a hybrid Rulo, okay? But he's got a lot of good qualities. And, like I said, he's proven, okay? He's not just like, I'm not just saying, he's going to be medical marijuana just to make Lefty happy. Go look it up, okay? When he ran in 2017, he had the balls to run on it. And this dude wins federal, he's going to make sure, I guarantee that it's nationalized. And there's no doubt in my mind. Versus Meta, you think Meta's in the pharmaceutical industry, you think they're going to let him legalize marijuana? Hell no.
What about Jeff Van Drew? I got a friend running against Jeff Van Drew in this election. What do you think about him?
I don't really know much about other than Donald Trump endorsed him. Is he for marijuana? I don't even know.
He voted for it, but he just switched parties, so now who knows what's going to happen.
Great. So he actually supported it. That's great.
Yeah, he did at the time.
Go. That's cool. Honestly, God bless your friend for running, but he has a 0% chance. Even Rulo doesn't run third party.
No, he's a Democrat. Will Cunningham is my friend.
Oh, really? And what is he? Is he running in the? He's not running against them yet. He's running in the primary.
He's running against Kennedy's wife right now.
That is a fascinating race.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I would like to just say I ran against a Kennedy.
Yeah. Was it Amy Kennedy? Is that her name?
Yeah. And there's another woman that's Norcross picked, right?
Yeah, Bridget something or whatever. Yeah.
She is absolutely. Probably, I think that it'll be interesting. So how does Cunningham, does he have any money or is he just kind of running on grassroots?
This guy here was a homeless child in the city, and he went to school and he pulled himself up by his bootstraps and became a 4.0 grade point average student. Was an aide under Lewis, under a bunch of really good people. He's a good guy, and I like him a lot.
How old is he?
He's in his 30s, I think. Young guy.
Yeah, I think I read an article about him.
I like him. He's very liberal, but hey, man, I like him a lot. And I hope he beats Jeff Van Drew. I know Jeff Van Drew is a Republican, but just by name only. He's a rhino.
I know that it's going to be very difficult because, Donald Trump is going to really, I went to the Trump rally. I don't know. Did you see my coverage?
Yes, I did see you there. Yes.
I got in the press pool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was right before this whole thing, with what happened here with the COVID, right?
Different world now.
Any interesting medical things that they're finding with cannabis with COVID at all?
I believe there's some strains that help COVID, and I believe that my immune system is very, very full because of my endocannabinoid system being so healthy. I think that I'm pretty healthy. Most of us cannabis consumers don't get sick, if you notice.
Edibles more than you do smoke?
I use a lot of oils right now, but I need to make some more edibles for myself because of my pain. I need edibles. Yes.
Do you smoke do you smoke oils?
Yeah, I use smokable oils, vaping oil.
What did you think about the whole, the two industries were kind of saying, oh, it's not the vape, it's because the THC and the CBD was in it.
Well, you know what's funny? All this talk about popcorn lung kind of went away with this COVID because now everybody thinks that, oh, maybe this was COVID back there. Well, these people had COVID.
Wow.
That's something. Yeah, it's something I heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's, I'm going to be honest with you. If there's a way for them to find out that this has been around longer than it has, there's no doubt in my mind that I had this on November 28th. And I have a friend who has what's it called?
Oh, man, that's awful. The fibromyalgia, neuropathy?
No, not that. He's got the thing where his lungs, the tubers in his lungs and stuff, it's called...
Oh, yeah. Fibrous, I know what you mean.
Yes, and he died. He went to bed. His mother swore that, he just had a little bit of he felt a little bit not well. And he went to bed. They carried him into bed practically. And it's a shocker because this guy is like you, dude. He's like larger than life. Like nobody would ever think that Lefty would ever die, And so many people. That's what this dude knew, It's like, man, I wish you two met. You two are like brothers, dude. I never even thought of it until now. You might even know him, Ray Grieco.
Ray Grieco. I got to look him up. Maybe. I have millions of friends on Facebook. I talk to a lot of people.
Metalhead, been to a lot of concerts. I'm sure you've run into him. There's no doubt.
Must have been.
But he just didn't wake up the next day, and he had pneumonia, and that was December 20th. So I think that he died of COVID, dude.
Wow.
They had no idea. He's buried and gone. You're never going to know what he had. How many people died? Like, I was hearing so many people dying between, like, November and January who had pneumonia. And I'm like, what is going on? And it doesn't take that long. Remember, it was, like, kind of, it's winter time. People aren't hanging out as much. Maybe it's because, like, Christmas and things like that. Maybe Christmas made this explode even more.
Wow.
I just don't think that this came along when they said it did. Hirsch Singh is absolutely, and I think other candidates too, for Congress and even the chairman of Ocean County, of the GOP, Steinhardt, they're all gearing towards, suing China and some kind of a retaliation. Them some bitches should be paying for our damn, it's the what do you call it? I'm losing my word. The $1,200 for the stimulus.
Oh, the stimulus, yeah.
China should be paying for the stimulus. China should be paying for these payroll things. Either way, okay, they covered this up. So how are you doing with your operation? Everything go well?
I didn't get physical therapy. That kind of ended really quickly, so I've gone a month and a half without physical therapy. So they're finally letting me go back this week because I'm post-op. So I kind of I regressed. I'm not using my arm as much because it's gotten a lot worse, but it'll get better. I have to just keep going to therapy now. So
you should have tried to do the exercises that you knew at home.
I did. It's not the same. I needed the laser. I needed all the other the stuff they were doing with me is very helpful.
The therapy stuff.
Cryo, acupuncture, cupping, all that stuff is very helpful.
You're going to laugh, but I had a C6 and 7 injury. Really, really bad. Basically, this jerk-off hit a guy behind me. Just imagine this. I'm at a light. So the guy behind me got slammed into by like 60 miles an hour by somebody else.
Geez.
And that guy hit my car, and he put his license plate wasn't in my bumper. It was actually imprinted with the number and everything in my bumper. And when he backed up, all it was my bumper got destroyed, but you could see it was almost like a perfect image. Like it got like it looked like a, you know what I mean? Like if you were to stamp it.
Wow.
Everything in the front of my car went into the back seat, and everything in the back seat went into the front. So you could imagine what happened to my neck. And I didn't think it was a big deal. And then like the next day, I don't remember it was the day after they paid me, which was a month later, or if it was the next day. I don't remember which one it was, because if it was, I probably would have sued them. But I think it was like after I got paid, like for the bumper, and they paid me so much, and I didn't know why, because I know why now, because the guy was drunk. So they, paid me off practically. I ended up going to stretch, like when you wake up in the morning, like, you stretch out. And all of a sudden, those muscles that you have in the front of your neck, there's hundreds of them. They're like a string.
Yeah.
They all snapped at the same time, dude.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, my neck, and that's when I never told you this, but I had a C6 and 7. It was so bad, drinking, doing stuff. That's the only way I could get rid of it. It was so horrible, dude. I was on muscle relaxers. I couldn't take them because it would make my stomach fall asleep, and then I would get really sick. Like, because they're muscle relaxers. They make your stomach fall asleep,
Yes.
I tried everything. For me, marijuana didn't work. It was like I could feel the pain even more. Some people are different. I'm very sensitive, and it takes a lot of something for me to make the pain go away. And I could just tell you that it was like a living hell. But bringing up the cryo, I remember I used to ice my neck in the vertebrates. I would go up and down my spine, and I would leave it there so long that it was frozen, so that when I would remove the bag of ice, I couldn't move my neck because it was frozen. And people thought I was crazy for doing it. I said, no, I'm not, because what I'm doing is I'm basically killing everything and freezing everything that's bad. And it decreases the inflammation so that all of the good white blood cells could come in there and take everything away. I've been working my ass off, dude, on that C6 and 7 problem, being very aware of repetitive motions. And, since I retired from landscaping, because the deal with the C6 and 7, you put that damn hedge trimmer over your head. Anything over your head is where you start to have problems in your C6 and 7.
Ouch.
But I just blew out my truck. I detailed every square inch of it, waxed the outside, waxed the inside. And we're talking about an older truck that was a little dirty. And I'm 50 years old, and my neck isn't bothering me. But it took a lot of, what you're talking about. Like, I did electric stim. I do the chiropractor now. I'm on, maintenance once every 3 months. But when it bothers me, dude, it feels like there's a knife. And it's going right through the C6 and 7. And there's just pretty much nothing out there that I could imagine if you took that and turned it up by like tenfold, which is probably what you were going through. Like, I couldn't even imagine it, and I just think that, that cryotherapy was not a bad thing to try.
I love it. That and the laser and the TENS unit. Somebody just asked about a TENS unit. Here's my TENS unit. I have a TENS unit right here that I use all the time on my lower back, my neck.
One.
It's amazing. I love the TENS unit.
I got. My dad got one. My mother got one. I got one. I got like 3 of them.
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3.
Tell somebody I'll trade them some edibles for a TENS unit.
The pads. I go through so many pads, though. I got to get the pads.
Yeah, they're the problem. Don't you have to get a prescription for that?
I didn't, but yeah, you could. You could. And the VA.
Oh, so you can get them online?
Yeah, you get them online for like $60, $70.
Damn, how many, though?
I just bought one a couple years ago.
No, I'm talking about the pads.
You know what? My friend from the VA got me these really big blue ones. They're huge blue ones, and they were like bigger than anything you ever seen. They were like 5 or 6 regular pads, and they'd stick on your whole.
I got a couple of those.
Oh.
Like I like the little ones that you can put on like your. For my big problem is the scapula.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides.
Yeah.
That area gets really tight, and in the middle of there too. And in my traps as well.
Ouch.
Well, you know what I learned, Lefty? I learned that my traps get really tight when I'm around people that I shouldn't be around. And you know what I'm talking about. And it's a gift from God, and my neck has been really, really good. And even if you're in politics, you could blow off people. You know how horrible some of these people are that are in politics. How's our one guy doing? Did he move down here yet? Michael, is it?
Michael. Which Michael?
Alonzo.
Oh, Mike Alonzo. he's
What's he doing?
He's on the school board in Bayonne.
That's funny. So he is on the school board.
Yes.
You should see if he can jump in and, you guys get involved with Hirsch over there in Bayonne.
Oh, okay.
We're going against your buddy Jose Arango picked Meta.
Okay.
That is unbelievable. He still talks about your ambush on where you got him to admit that he was a Democrat and he hated me.
Yeah. That guy's a.
I told him I didn't put you up to that. You just did it. I said, listen, I got some good friends. I told him.
That was funny.
Yeah, it really was.
Where
are you?
I'm up in Morris County here. I'm up in Trumpville, Morris County.
Oh yeah, what are you just hanging out there?
Yeah.
When are you going to start up things down in the Trenton?
I'm hoping to be there next month, in May.
Hopefully. Just be really careful because, I think that, just make sure you wash your hands, and be conscientious of washing your hands. I don't know if you have the same thing, but I bite my damn nails, dude. It's terrifying. And when I say bite them, I mean, I do it all the time. And I always itch my nose, the top of my nose, inside my nose. I'm not talking about picking it, but I do. I itch it inside. And I have this, almost like a tick, like a nervous tick. And when they said that, you can actually get this in your nasal as well as, in your mouth, I've been gargling, water every, hour or so if I'm out in public. Dude, I know so many people who got this. I know so many people who died. I know so many people who know somebody who died. I mean, they're talking about, in New Jersey, there's a lot of people, and New York was even worse. Bergen was horrible, how many cases they had there.
Yeah.
I mean, Ocean's not that bad. It's could be a lot worse. I talked to Hirsch. He said that he would go on your show one day if you wanted him to.
Okay, let's set that up.
Let me know, the next time you're going to do it, and I can have him jump on with you. And I told him that you guys have a good machine over there, and I did come in second in your town, man. You did what you said you were going to do.
Nice.
We win Jersey City. We didn't win Hudson because that's not what you were where you were. But you guys were in Bayonne. And what's funny is I remember Alonzo ended up winning, right, the primary because the candidate died, right? Crossing the street.
Yes.
He bought property, I think, in Waretown.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he was looking at it.
Okay.
And was interested in me, doing some landscape, and I said, "I'm retired, my friend." I'm doing, social media, type marketing, but also, the acting has been pretty good. I don't know if I told you I got into the Screen Actors Guild in Hollywood in New York, and I got an agent, but this thing is not helping too much,
Yeah. What are you supposed to do now?
Shut us down completely. I could luck out and get you ever see when they're on TV and they'll show a scene when they're actually on Skype or something? It's a scene, but they're actually on Skype.
Yeah.
Or I could do a scene from my house and they're televising some of this stuff. So I'm going for some auditions for that. But it's once I think it starts back up again, I think it's going to be booming.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people aren't going to want to go to New York, dude, with this COVID.
I just went there. It was empty. It was wonderful. No problem parking, no traffic. It was just like a dream driving to the city.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Now, they didn't say anything for you driving over there?
Nope.
And what did you have to do?
I had to go to physical therapy. They said I could go to physical therapy because I'm post-op. So I went Monday, and I'm going to go again tomorrow.
Oh, wow. So you go in New York. Where do you go? What part?
I go to 38th and East Side. And the nurse is at the door taking your temperature. So if you have a temperature, you can't get in the building.
I think that they should come up with these temperature checks. Like, do you know they have these things in damn China where like everybody walking around, it like zaps for you for your temperature.
Oh man,
it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't want, it can't be like spying, okay? But if it's something that people feel comfortable with when it's just checking your temperature, it's not going to be able to check your Social Security or something your body other than your temperature.
I want
But it's pretty
X-ray.
incredible.
X-ray specs. Remember the old X-ray specs? I want those.
That's pretty much, yeah. You know what you should watch? Airplane 2. It's hysterical. Have you ever watched Airplane 1?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever watch Airplane 2?
I'm sure I have. What am I missing?
Watch it again, dude. They X-ray these people going through, and this poor old lady goes through, and they check her up and down, and they're like frisking her and getting frisky with her, and she's smacking them. It's a joke.
Yeah.
And then all these terrorists, like people go through it with like machine guns, and the alarm doesn't go off, and they let them all go through it. And the X-ray thing shows like women going through. Let's put it this way: there's some nudity, and it's funny.
I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Oh, that's hysterical. Make sure you watch the Airplane 2 today. It'll make you laugh your head off.
There you go. Airplane 2, everybody. That'll kill a few hours of your day. Get stoned, watch Airplane 2. Thanks, Joe Rulo.
So you're not going to be hitting any more council meetings, probably, because there aren't any, right?
No, they're all online. We can't sing songs online anymore, so we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
You got to email your question in. So how do you email a song in?
It's very difficult with, what's happening right now. I mean, if they don't start opening stuff up, the economy's going to implode. I just hope that, Georgia, for example, having no restrictions, people go through Georgia and, they were saying that, there's borders, but there's no borders. Everybody can go where they want to go. So even if New Jersey's really strict, everybody in New Jersey will just go to Georgia now where you can hang out.
They're going into the woods, Joe. People are going into the woods like they used to do when we were kids. And the woods are filled with people. They are. They're filled with people. It's crazy.
I have. I mean, that's what I love to do. I think that's why Murphy kind of, opened up the parks.
Yeah, had no choice.
Well, keep up the good fight and check in soon. And I'll what do you call it? Let me know when you want her Singh to jump on.
Yeah, next week, man. Let's do it. No time wasting. I'm ready.
All right, thanks for reaching out, Left.
Thanks, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Joe Rulo, ladies and gentlemen. He was almost your governor. Oh, just missed it by this much. He would have been a good governor. Even though he's Republican, I like a few Republicans. He's one of the few Republicans that I actually like. There's a few. And generally, I don't like Republicans, but he's a good one. All right, let's try. All right, William Haney actually called me back. The fake William Haney. He's not going to pick up. He's not going to pick up. He's just going to pretend he's William. Come on, pick up the phone. Stop being a fraud. Pick up the phone. Come on. Come on, pick up the phone. You fraud. You fake Haney. You're not even a future William Haney. You're the fake William Haney. Huh? 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 You fraud. I can't even leave him a message. You fake, phony fraud. Stop picking on William Haney. William Haney's my friend. You pick on William Haney, you're picking on me. Jerk. Hey. He's not receiving any calls. Yeah. Jerk. All right. Fine. All right. Okay. It's that wonderful time in the afternoon, the wonderful time. Would you smoke some? Will you smoke some? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke them if you got them. Roll them if you don't. Put that cannabis smoke down your throat. It's time to get high. It's time to get loose. It's a drug war, and I'm calling the truce. And we got no answer. All right. Hurtful. Very hurtful. Hurtful.
Please leave your message for 9.
Hi, this is Lefty Grimes from the Ignorance is No Excuse podcast. We're kind of looking for our co-host to come on and host the show with us and end the show, but I guess our co-host is busy doing other things that are more important than the podcast. So, yeah, there's much more important things to do than our podcast, I guess. So, we're going to end the show, and I want to thank cmmnj.org, sativacross.com, NewJerseyWeedman.com, MagicalButter.com, UFCW, Local 152, DavidVersusAutism.org, Medical-Freedom.com, FallingSickness.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply, Dragonfly Health Center, and Sativa Cross West. Our list begins with a woman named Cheryl. And she's the one who inspired me to be doing what I'm doing right here, right now. I was all about getting cannabis legal for recreational use back when I was 18 until I met Cheryl. Then I was like, wow, cannabis really helps people with multiple sclerosis? Wow. And that changed my life, changed my whole outlook on everything. And I got to tell you, though, I used to enjoy smoking weed. And now that I'm a patient, I don't enjoy it like I used to because I don't get stoned. I use it for maintaining my pain-free ability, my pain-free life. And it's not pain-free. I do experience a lot of pain. But yeah, when I smoked cannabis because I wanted to smoke it, yeah, I was getting stoned. Now I use it because I have to use it because of my pain. And it's a little different when you use it for pain. You don't use it to get stoned. You just want something that's going to help you with your pain. And occasionally I'll get stoned. But I just don't anymore. I have to do a lot of dabs and a lot of edibles to get stoned. And I really need edibles for my pain, not to get stoned. So that's another issue. So Cheryl, you inspired us and you inspired many of us to get involved and take part. Sabina Rose, Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Terry, Charlotte, and Honeybee's son, Michael Dillon, who died from a drop seizure. Give 10%.
Your recording has reached the maximum length. To replay your message, press 1.
Give 10% to someone who needs it. Because 10% for you, you're giving them, and they're getting 100%. You're giving 10%, but they're getting 100%. And you don't have to have hope to give hope to people. As a matter of fact, if you're feeling hopeless, it's good to help other people. It'll help you with your hopelessness and your depression, if you have depression. Help someone else. I know it's probably the craziest thing you want to think about was like when you're in your own depression, you're all in your own head, and you want to go out and help somebody else. That's like the last thing you want to do, but if you do that, it'll help you. I've done it. It helps. It works. So if you're hopeless, go out and help someone else because you don't have to have hope to give hope. It's just crazy that it works that way. It just go out and do it. Go through the motions of helping somebody. And you'll see that giving somebody else hope, it'll give you hope. Hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag vote cannabis 2020. Hashtag legalize New Jersey. Oh, jeez, I didn't write it down. Joanne's going to kill me. There's another website. I have to get it next week. It's the legalize. It's Joanne and Jim. They're spearheading the effort to legalize cannabis. There's votecannabis2020.com, and there's also legalize New Jersey.com. Oh, jeez. Does anybody know what it is? I'm terrible. I should have wrote it down. I got to put it in my list. It's Hang on. I can look it up. It's Let Patients Grow, New Jersey. That's it. Let Patients Grow, New Jersey. And thank you, New Jersey Weed Man.
I would say yes to legalization.
Yes. There you go. Thank you, New Jersey Weed Man. New Jersey Weed Man, what did you have to say about that?
I would say yes to legalization.
Okay. Yes to legalization. That's unedited. I did not edit that. I'm just playing what he put out there. So there you go. Thank you, Ed Fortune. You're the man. I love you. Hashtag they shall grow. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.